discussed this with any of you guys much. It's been like the last almost 4 weeks for me, and it's probably the reason why it's definitely why we didn't do it last week and the week before. It's the reason why when one person was going to be late, I was just like, fuck it, I'm in pain. So I apologize if I am not as present as I would like to be.
And possibly
But I don't want to miss the session again. I missed you
little
guys.
grumpier.
I missed doing this. Yeah, I'm in a pain mood, whatever that means. But I missed you guys, and I missed the sessions, and I missed playing the game with you. So
We missed you
I
too.
want to make sure we're back in. You know?
Yeah.
Let's see. If I was running OBS, I'd put the faces in the top right, so they were only covering the old chat.
Well, you're not, motherfucker.
I don't know how useful that. I don't know how convenient it would be to do that.
No, it's easy. I already did it.
So I drink to dull the pain receptors. The doctor only gave me pain medicine for 1 week. It was very kind of him. I'm definitely not going to murder him for that decision.
I can't tell if that was sarcasm or not.
You know, I'm just not sure anymore. So we'll just say that we're gonna go with my words meant the truth because we're streaming on the internet.
Local physician
But no,
found dead in ditch.
Yeah.
News at 11.
It wouldn't even be like that. It would be like, man crashes car on way to doctor because he's in too much pain. Details and stuff.
What was that thing I saw on Facebook several months ago? Man who drives himself in his truck to the emergency room for like a metal bar through his chest. Says, "I don't like to bother people."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
All right, y'all.
I'm surprised that's not like me
Let's
or my
see.
dad. That's sorry.
Oh yeah, your dad. Your poor dad.
Yeah, right. How long did he deal with all that craziness? Anyways, welcome,
So,
welcome, players. Welcome back. I missed you.
Missed
I'm
you
glad
too,
we're here.
buddy.
So, did anyone maybe watch last session as a way to? You know, I could turn this up and face me a little bit. Did anyone watch the last session in order to maybe
I can recap.
have a reminder? Oh, you want to recap? All right, go for it.
It's like on the very muscular urgings of Hirderoshi, the party has returned to the Necromancer's excavation site to put a stop to whatever it is he was trying to find. 2 members have successfully infiltrated to the inner ring of the excavation site through mundane and magical disguise, respectively. For one reason or another, the Necromancer has become aware of their presence, either of the disguised members or of the one who is now a warhorse.
Warhorse.
The last thing I recall is that it was about to be Godwald's turn, and combat was engaging.
Engage.
We did. We started combat last time. That is right.
Mm-hmm.
What did set him off? I'm a little fuzzy. I remember.
All right, here's what I remember.
He caught Godwald
went-
pretended to be a zombie.
Here's
Well,
what I
Godwald
remember.
went up-
I went up the stairs to the innermost area and saw what appeared to be a much bigger than every other zombie.
And then you just stood there for like 5
And
minutes.
it was kind of it was pretty scary. And while he was sitting there watching the dig continue to produce nothing interesting, he saw me, did not feel that he was the one who raised me, and gave me a sort of go away gesture.
Yeah, did you guys do like a
I stepped
makeup
out
or
of his-
something?
I used my
Yes.
last step to get out of his line of sight, and then Jared said he rolled a natural 20.
Oh
And that the necromancer was natural 20 angry enough to set the other things after me.
I have no time for this. That is set things in motion.
And now we're gonna kill him.
I'm not entirely sure why everything is running insanely slow on my computer, but as soon as that spreadsheet is up, I'll have that up. But yeah, I mean, I would say that there was one major element that was missing from that recap. Would anyone else like to try to remember something else that happened? What happened in between Fandolin and
We went
Old
shopping
Owl Well?
for like
Ah, yes.
20 minutes. Well, more like 2 hours, because let's face it,
A,
it was us and shopping.
Someone
Hold
who
on.
described himself as a wandering merchant of the Wu-Tang Clan.
He was a
Yes.
very a very giggly elf who shot death from his hands.
Yes.
And lightning out of his ass, I reckon.
And he sold us lots of magical items, which I still need my vial of tiny dragon cuteness.
Was that a...
You do need that as an item on it. It's alright. I've got the sheet for the thing that I'm using
Okay.
it for.
No, that
but
works.
it's a separate creature. So if you have like jar with water weird inside, you'd be good on that. You can custom item add that one in.
Alright,
One
I'll
thing
do
that
that later.
yeah, so you guys after looking for your muscle wizard friend and he left you a message. He definitely wanted to communicate 4 minutes worth of stuff to you guys.
And what a message.
Right, and that was
Mainly
pretty
just
pretty
muscles.
epic hologram he left for you. As I don't know how else to describe it. As a thing. On the way you met a traveling merchant who bought, sold, and traded magical items. There was a lot of magical item trading, and I think a lot of money spent too, if I remember correctly.
There was a lot of money spent.
Yeah, and then on your way there, then you counted it. You then again, like I was told, we started the infiltration, trying to get closer into where the necromancer was, in order to. What was it? What were you kind of trying to sneak in for?
Let's see.
Scouting ops.
The idea was to have
My stated
them...
objective was to figure out if he's found anything since we last saw him. Sparkles was figure out the best way to kill him and destroy everything he's doing.
We had an actual plan. The plan was for you guys to get in there.
Find out
And
where
then-
he was, and then send out a signal
Godwald,
for
yeah,
you
signal.
guys to come back and come in.
Well, it was more of like you guys go in, sneak in, send out a signal. I cause a distraction while he's distracted because he hears me being a giant horse smashing his zombies. You like backstab him,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Godwald stood in the door for 5 minutes and he got mad at him.
Well, no, Godwell stumbled in. As soon as we stumbled in and he got noticed, Homeboy rolled a nat 20 on his perception, and that's when it was
If
like,
that's what it
no,
was.
get the fuck out. I'm pissed. You
Yeah,
guys, I don't have time for your shit. Like,
I don't have
bye.
time for this.
No, I know. I thought it was funny because
Anyone
I
can
rewatched
crit.
the last episode and Godwald was standing there for so long that Jared was like, "Okay, he's just gonna roll now."
Okay, what was I doing
That's
in those
funny.
5 minutes? It was
I don't know.
I don't remember
I
that.
don't
All right, but
remember.
Was that when you
So-
snuck away to do laundry?
oh, it was finding a good Capra Demon picture.
was that when you snuck away to the laundry? That's amazing. I have other sheets up, so I don't know. Can you? Is it okay if I stand here? Can you see me on camera if I'm standing up?
Yes.
Yeah, we can see
Yeah.
it.
Okay, because this is
This-
so much better than sitting.
You're a little
This
bit
is
Totally
artifacty.
possible.
Like the stream has all of your face at that distance.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so I believe we rolled for initiative. Have everybody down here on this. This battle seems to have begun as he calls out and stating like does not have time for this nonsense, and the zombies start moving towards you. You notice that all the ones that you could see, their attention seems to change from where they were.
Yes.
Godwald and Sparkle Gem, you guys were either way. Makeup up and yeah. Good recap. All right, so if you guys guys go in and give your pages a refresh. Everybody who gave me some part of that recap, congratulations. I feel inspired by your dedication to remembering from so long ago, because 2 weeks is a long time. So 3 weeks. 3 weeks is basically how long it's been.
Yeah,
So
we skipped the past 2 sessions.
yeah, so
Yeah.
so good on you guys, and you are here, and things are ready, and the first. Oh, come on! All right. As he says, "I have no time for this," and he gestures at Godwald, raising his hand up, and then he turns himself away, quickly turns his back, flicks his cape, part of his robes, and he goes off and he moves himself away. So let me see how far I get him here. He walks off. Taliesin, you've seen some of this happen. You heard, the actions that went through, and you are a horse. What
I
did
am.
you do?
I'm specifically a warhorse.
Warhorse, yes.
Yes.
So let's see here.
We left
Guess I'm
Drew
just gonna.
at the cart to guard it, right?
Yeah, Droop's chilling at the cart. I guess I will try to hoof attack this little boy here, this undead boy. Wow, that's a 7 plus a 6, so that's a 13. I don't know what a zombie's AC is. I can't remember.
I'm waiting for the thing to load for me. Yeah, 13. 13 hits. 13 hits the zombie. So Warhorse rears up on his back legs and makes his attack on zombie.
And I'm gonna do 6 plus 4, 10 damage. 10 damage to this guy. Kick him right in the chest.
Oh, all right, yeah. Yep. As your hooves crunch into the zombie, you feel broken bones, but you notice that it's the nature of its being undead, still upright, but you've definitely dealt significant damage.
All right.
Opening. All right. You still probably have movement. I'm still waiting for this Warhorse page to load. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's on with my PC. I apologize, guys. Doing that in my brain, it's going to be a fun evening.
Let's see here. I guess I could.
I'm opening up its things. Yeah. Do you have any
Okay.
other attacks or just movement or?
I only have one attack, unless I do a charging attack with him.
Plus 6 to hit too. Nice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna kind of flank
it's very
around
nice.
him, but still stay within his area so he doesn't get that opportunity attack, and just like stay there.
All right. The zombie facing Godwald turns towards him and strikes.
Got a musty hand.
Does not hit. Zombie stays near you, and it's attempting to kind of like be in your way and flailing its arms at you, but nothing it goes out to hit. A couple more of the zombies are going to move here. All right, I gotta close one of these stream windows. I think it's pushing my limit on my bandwidth, maybe. I don't know why, but maybe.
I've lowered the Twitch window to a lower resolution.
Yeah, that's a good idea. This zombie lurches forward. It moves in as far as it can go. Just close enough to attempt to swing its bony stump at this horse in front of him. He gets a 12. cannot
That
believe
does
that. Does that-
that does hit. Yeah,
Oh,
my armor
it's
class is
it's Warhorse armor class. Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I believe I have the armor class of the horse. I think.
Yeah, you get the horse's stats while you got it hits points and everything, and then you go back to yourself later. If I remember it correctly. I think I do. There he is. Found him. Of course I saved it. I didn't need that web page. Yeah, so he does a d6 plus 1. His bony stump strikes out at the horse. He gets 5 damage to your horse in form. Man, how do you even, like...
5 horse damage.
Yeah, 5 horse damage. How do you even keep track of that? I guess you could, like...
Just mark it under temp.
Yeah, you
mark
could
as
put-
temp, and
Yeah,
then
put
once
your
you
temp
run
points
out
in.
of
That's a
temp-
good... That's a good idea.
Except that the
Mm,
horse can sometimes be healed.
I've got 9.
Well, then you add to it. I trust you to be truthful.
Because the max doesn't
Alright.
change.
First mistake. I'm just kidding. Why
now
can't
now I don't feel good about it. More zombies start lurching forward and moving in that direction.
Why can't I add temporary hit points? The heck? Weird. Whatever. I'll just write it down.
Godwald, as all of these, as this situation is unfolded, he points to you. I don't have time for this. You've seen all the zombies at the center of the pit that have been, like digging up or moving earth, along with that very large, horned skeleton creature. They kind of drop drop whatever they're holding, and then start like looking towards you, and some of them are moving your direction. What do you do?
To confirm, the large creature is looking towards me and moving towards me.
The large creature has stopped digging. So the huge like tool that it was used to like gouging out of the ground, kind of like a shovel essentially. It's stopping that, and it's looking up your direction. Everything's looking your way. A couple of them have moved your
All
way.
right. Let's see. My
In the-
allies are behind. Let's
You
see.
second.
Let's see. Allies behind me. Enemies in front of me. Let's see. I'll use my interaction to pull out my shield, which I wasn't carrying before because zombie shambling. And I'll
that
use my
zombie?
action to cast on myself.
Okay. What do you cast?
Protection from good and evil.
Ooh.
Sorry,
That probably
protection
would
from
help, yeah.
evil and good. Apparently, it's in alphabetical order.
Yeah, right. They're fun like that. You definitely feel a bit safer from
See,
this
Marcus.
moment.
Marcus
Cast it.
cast. Can I put a thing on me? That
So-
looks like
Godwald brings out his shield with the, his religious emblem on the front, right? Because your holy symbol's on the front of the shield,
yes.
and it's Bahamut, so it's probably a dragon or something. What is it?
Dragon.
Yeah, dragon symbol, golden maybe. I think Bahamut's gold.
What was that?
You as well. All right. Well, you are there. You are at the doorway.
Let's not that one. This one. Yeah. And it has, let's see, protection from good and evil actually says grants several benefits. Most important benefits to this fight are probably all undead will have disadvantage on attack rolls against me, and I cannot be frightened by undead.
And these are they are undead and evil, as you know from your days in the
And
the
this
church.
is this spell is concentration up to 100 rounds.
All right. That
And
means
that's
we
my-
gotta roll
that's
just
my
in case
action.
you get hit, right?
That's my action, and I choose not to move. So that's my turn.
Holds a defensive stance at the doorway there. It's a good idea. All right. Another one of the zombies continues its. Let's see. No, actually. Where is that zombie? Just moving towards you. Zombie, zombie.
You know that song? It's like the first one.
Well, I mean,
No.
that was in the 90s before the internet, right?
Yeah, but so was the other song I was singing.
Was it? God, just didn't get a lot of stuff. Sparkle Gem, you have witnessed the aggression of the zombies moving forward, the red cloaked man moving away. You are kind of hanging out where next to Taliesin there.
Yeah.
You have like ghost Taliesin? Oh, that was weird. Oh, what the heck? I'm sorry, guys. So his name, like, so sorry. I apologize. Talison's like name was like overlaying Sparkle Gems from my point of view. So I was like, "Is that Taliesin?" And I tried to move Sparkle Gem, and no, it's just stacking the names differently. Maybe that's one of the updates.
It also looks like
Maybe.
she has my name.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Um,
Yee.
I think they're trying to like not cover up the health hit points portion of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is happening.
Yeah. Well, anyways, there you are. You're there. You just watch this. Warhorse has moved in and crunched some ribs. You saw Godwald bring out a shield and cast a spell. And you're kind of in the middle of those things.
Yeah, I am.
Yep. So the zombie closest to you has taken 10 damage, but if you crossbow the one in front of me to death, I could move back up to the top of the stairs.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. I don't have to crossbow. I got spells that do bonus things to undead.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So,
All right. What are you doing?
so before I do anything else, I'm going to kind of look at Talents and be like, I need to
Ah.
get center.
She's right.
Hurry! I need the buff, or I need to get rid of these, or de-aggro them against us as fast as possible. And as I say that, I'm going to hold the flute that we had just gotten in my hands and kind of just look at it and look back at Taliesin before turning
So you tell
around. What's that?
What are the words that Sparkle Gem speaks?
So I would pretty much look at Taliesin and go, Taliesin, we need to get me in the center of all these enemies. I have a way to get them off our back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
I
thought you-
explained it kind of weird.
I thought you were asking me to play the flute as a horse, and I was like,
No.
what?
And so, like, I'm going to hold the flute up in my hand to kind of, like, indicate that that's what I'm hinting at.
All right.
And as I'm doing that, I'm just going to turn and snap. Like, after doing that, I'm going to turn and snap my head towards this zombie over here that's in front of Godwall.
Mm-hmm.
And suddenly a ghostly skeleton hand is just going to come up and try to pass through this ghost. And yes, it's the size of a gnome hand. Just tiny little gnome hand.
Oh, is your mage hand get summoned?
No,
Do you mean-
it's going to be Chill Touch, which is also...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Chill Touch is also spectral hand stuff, because, you know, apparently Sparkle has an obsession with hands.
And reaching farther than where she is to get into pockets.
She's
Yes.
real good at hand
Touch.
stuff.
Yeah, really
Hand-
good at hand stuff, guys. That's a 21.
Nice.
Like
Alright,
I said,
that
good at
definitely
hand
hits.
stuff.
That would definitely hit. All right, so this is the Chill Touch spell.
Yeah, so it'll be 1d8 damage, and then anytime this one tries to attack me, it has disadvantage on its attack.
Zombie 14. Okay.
And it takes a full 8 damage.
Boom. Zombie 14. Like, so the hand,
ma- 8 magic
travels
and
out.
necrotic damage.
right? Hand travels out and time hit it. Let me make sure about. Okay. He's not immune to necrotic damage, as I would have expected. But it receives this damage from you. The hand kind of goes out, starts like shaking it and kind of choking out the zombie. You crunch its windpipe, but it just still stands. It needs, you can tell it just needs to be really just brought down.
Somebody
hand.
sneeze on it, quick.
The hand clings to the target.
Right?
Yep.
All right.
And
Does
then
spell do anything else other than the damage?
damage and then disadvantage on
Attacks against
attack
the
rolls
caster.
against the caster.
Okay. All right.
And that's not the one I thought it was, I don't think. Maybe I was thinking of chill. Go on. I'm mumbling to myself at this point.
Okay. You probably still have movement or anything, but you sound,
Oh, I do
sound like you
have
want to be where you are.
movement, and I have a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can keep
Rogues.
shambling if you want, but
I mean, at
Rogues.
this point, what's the point of shambling? Like, we have no purpose for shambling around.
Yeah, you get the sense, like, because if I remember correctly, last time Godwald knew a bit about zombies, and you guys understood the sense that, like, with necromancy, they're obeying a command. You get the idea.
Yeah, and we
I
got
know
the
he mentioned that,
impression-
right? And then you would get the impression that something has changed.
Okay.
So,
eh.
all right. All right, couple more zombies.
I'm
Or...
debating on if I should climb on top of Taliesin for the next round or not.
Small
I mean,
Hit
miss.
center.
I was gonna suggest that.
Yeah, then
That-
I'll use my move action to get on top of Taliesin.
That's
Okay,
like a whole
take-
5 foot. That's like a 5 foot climb.
I
at
mean,
this
if
point.
you
It
were
does take
saying-
half your movement, but does Taliesin accept the
yeah.
curves?
No,
and
if
whatever?
she wasn't, because if she wasn't going to climb on top of me, I was just gonna pick her up by the back of her shirt and carry her somewhere.
I mean,
There's,
I
like,
was okay with either
horse
way.
teeth on the back are like, let's go.
Well, I mean, I did look at him and tell him I need to get in the center one way or another. So, like,
All right. So she goes and is now how mounted the horse. You see a few more zombies doing their classic shuffle as their undead movements seem to. You notice that obviously like decay actually does affect them, and they're unable to like move like a creature, like whatever the creature they were before. But yeah, let's see. These sticks.
oops.
Man, I'm like clicking a tab and it's like taking a long time for something to move. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, whatever you've done has actually helped your bandwidth quite a bit because before you
Mhm.
were all
Very
pixelated, a lot of archiving, and it's all gone now.
Oh, good. Archiving, that seems like a technical term. I'm just trying to find one last zombie to know. Oh, there he is. There they are. I don't know what gender, shape, race, or whatever that particular one is. All right, so as a few more zombies continue to move towards you, obviously this the horde is on its way. And moving, jerk. You see these things, or you hear this action from outside where you are. The walls kind of cover up the ability for you to see directly, though you might have been able to see like the top of the horse as he reared up and war hooved the other guy in the chest. Jerk, what do you do?
I'm gonna move to the base of the stairs here. I'm gonna take a shot at the zombie I can see. With
Zombie
my
there or here? Okay,
this one with the crossbow.
gotcha. All right, give him a shot.
Oh, hold on, it's a 5+. Where is it? Wait. Somehow all my shit got unequipped.
What are you looking for? 5 plus what?
Oh, I got a
What weapon?
Sildars.
Oh, that's just
Oh,
plus
crossbow?
4.
That was a plus 5 or 6 for you. I can't remember which one.
Oh yeah, all your stuff is unequipped.
That's weird.
No, I think that one's just plus 4. He's not proficient.
Yeah, let me look now. Yeah, it's a plus 4, so that's a 9.
All right, so all you do is go into it, click it on, and then if you refresh, it should be under your actions
Yeah,
to show your.
I gotta find all my equipment now.
Okay, so you roll, and it's a plus 4.
Yep, so it's a 9.
9 hits.
All right, so damage is
Large
a
crossbow bolt.
1d10 plus 4. Six.
Oh no.
6 damage. Zombie 1 takes some hits. Crossbow bolt lodged itself into the flesh of this zombie. This one happens to be it actually looks like a young lady, and you just sunk a crossbow bolt into her chest. One of her rotten tits falls off. It's disgusting.
Sloughs off, more like.
Sloughs off. Yes, thank you.
Wouldn't come off all at
Yes,
once.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it's like that. It's
Yeah.
like in your ear. You hear like burping in your ear. You just
I
think,
get
"Oh,
it.
it's
I'm
gross."
sorry.
All right, so then I just shout to
Like the
everybody
side
else.
of a rotting pumpkin.
Or ear cheese. So I shouted.
What is your obsession with ear cheese?
Those
Moving
two words
on.
should not go. I agree with Chris that those two words should not go together
So I shout.
unless they need to.
I shout into the compound. That. What are you doing?
Moving on.
I
Moving on.
shout into the compound that
Moving
I'll-
on.
I'll catch up with them after I take these two out, and then I take a step. I take some movement back, so I'm out of their reach.
So you're like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, whatever
out
will
there.
keep me out of their reach. Yeah,
All right.
and then that's it.
All right. Godwald. From your position, you see the horned skeleton.
The big thing.
Mm-hmm. The big thing. It gets up. It's stopped using this large implement to dig. Looks up, rears its head over, and starts lumbering over your way. Sorry about the slow time, guys. You notice that due to its gigantic size, it actually is stepping quite far. It moves 25 feet and pushes zombies out of its way. Uses shove action.
Oh, this is bad.
Shoves it out of its way, knocks it down, moves forward. It is on a mission. Yeah, it looks like it's like knocked an arm off of this zombie as it moved forward. And that's as it's just kind of rushing forward and knocking one off the way. Looks like it's going to go rear up to swing again as we continue to see more of the zombies lumbering and moving forward.
All right.
But it wants you. It wants you bad.
Who can
And-
blame it?
Wow, I'm bad at this.
Well,
Bad at
he's
finding these
moving
guys.
Everybody.
Shields up. Red alert.
I don't know about your screen, but on my screen it looks like I'm hiding underneath the horse.
Yep. Yep.
Like I'm just like wrapped around its underbelly, like haha, nobody can see me.
Which is a thing you would do given the opportunity.
I mean,
Yeah.
With a little bit of free
I like
space.
being a sneaky bitch.
The zombie lumbers past him and attacks Godwald with disadvantage. Oh, and he gets a 3. He does not attack. His limbs flailing. It looks like he's wearing an apron. He might have been a baker in his previous life.
The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker.
Somewhere along those lines.
We shouldn't have too much trouble with him. We're good at killing cooks.
What's
Only
the
if
last
they have
cook you
been-
killed?
The one whose skillet we snapped in half.
Oh, yeah.
And that prey
Yamik,
conversation.
Yamik, I think, is like the guy. He just slotted him up. You actually notice, Jerk. You see one of the zombies that was in the doorway. God, I clicked on the wrong layer. Move 5.
Why do we even have that
Water.
there?
Towards you. Continues lurching. I know, right? Why do we have a GM layer? Why can he see things we can't see? It's ridiculous. 3, 2, 1. Zombie 3, who has taken some chest damage from some hooves, moves forward in an attempt to bite Taliesin. Oh boy, they're not rolling hot tonight.
Bad zombie. Smack him with a stick. No.
Yeah.
As
he
my
gets-
reaction.
Gets a 5 total. And he attempts to just reach out at you, and you're easily able to just turn your head.
I do it very nonchalantly.
Can a horse like laugh?
Yes, exactly.
A couple more of them make their moves. Jerk, your idea to move away was a good one, but one of the zombies has come close enough to you to make an attack. He gets a 16, actually. It's a hit. I believe that hits, right?
Actually, let me make sure all my armor is equipped.
Okay, yes, please.
Leather armor.
Because you did just get leather armor. It was not. I'm going to refresh your character sheet now. I'm assuming you cooked it and did it.
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Okay, so does 16 hit with your armor equipped?
Yeah, it still hits. My leather armor
Okay.
didn't make my armor go up at all.
And then it attempts to just batter you with its hands, slamming its arms down towards you. It hits and does a d6 of damage. Ooh.
My
It
math
gets
indicates
+1. Gets 7.
Of
7
course.
damage.
Of course it
slams
does.
and hurts.
I take your
Let's go ahead
7
and-
damage.
Yeah, you guys are a little separated. Ooh. That's rough.
Well, we had a plan.
correct use of the past tense there.
Right? Is no longer plan. Is now a new plan.
And new plan is stay the fuck alive.
Yeah.
The red garbed necromancer. I think we just call him a necromancer at this point. Although no one ever asked his name, so we don't know his name.
He will from here on be known as Nana.
His name is Necro Daddy.
Oh
Necrodaddy.
god, no.
How about
That's
Rick?
like nightmares. Then I'll just call him Dick. Like,
How about this? This is Rick. And this is Morty.
well, Rick and Morty are about to die.
And I do own the 4-issue miniseries Rick and Morty versus Dungeons and Dragons.
And you see Godwald. You see him disappear down into the down into the hole that at this point now it's this giant horned skeleton was digging. And he moves on there and goes to leave the. He believes he's got this.
He has absconded.
Taliesin. Yeah, Taliesin, the warhorse. You're up. Zombie 3 tried to take a bite at you.
All right.
The one directly, the lower one of the two is the one you hit before, and Sparkle is on top of you.
Yes.
You said.
Oh, right.
Hang
I mean, I don't
Well,
like
so-
affect your
depending.
movement.
You have some sort of, I don't know, spell that's going to allow you to do something.
I have a flute that will make it so any hostile towards me in a 30-foot range
I think
can
it's
be
just everyone.
terrified.
I think
No.
it will affect me.
No, it won't. If I wish, people who are non-hostile towards me auto pass. It's in the context of the item.
It's almost like Godwald's channel divinity turn undead that he got at level 2.
Yeah.
Which would
But
probably
that
be
is
useful.
towards any
in this
creature and not
situation.
just undead.
Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking around. Okay.
Right, you gotta do wisdom savings. Yep.
I guess I will. I'm gonna turn and run at this guy.
All right. Sparkle Jam in tow. You move forward to where you can't be on top of Godwall. Yeah, but very nearby.
And do. I'm gonna do trampling charge on that guy.
Do you
Alright.
take 2 attacks of opportunity?
Da-doom, 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 and the momentum of the warhorse's movement.
Okay, so yeah.
So he must make a strength saving throw. Okay.
Well, yeah. So basically, it's trampling charge is me moving 20 feet and then also doing a hoof attack. So I have to roll. Hang on, I gotta switch my.
I see it.
I gotta switch my push to talk button to something else because my push to talk button is also my mouse back button. So
Okay.
it keeps
Well, I'll
making
just.
me back out of the.
All right, I'll read it. I'll read it to everybody so we know everybody's know again. So basically, if the horse moves, Taliesin moves at least 20 feet straight forward toward a creature, and then hits with a hooves attack, so he's going to do his attack. On that same turn, the target has to do a strength saving throw. So basically, he's like using the movement and weight and force to go attack and hit him to knock him prone.
So that's 17,
17 definitely hits.
and then he's got to beat a 14.
Yep, and then do your damage too. What's the damage?
That's gonna be 10, and then if I knock him prone, I get a second attack.
And you did. So you do 10 damage.
All right.
Zombie 5.
And then I do 9 more damage.
Wait, you do a second attack. You got to roll for the damage, or you got to roll.
Oh
for
yeah,
the
no,
damage.
you're
But he is prone, so you do it with advantage. So you get to roll 2 d20. Take the higher number,
Roll again.
which means you're probably gonna hit, right?
That's actually 11, so I think that hits him right.
Well, 6, yeah, it hits. You just second attack. Do you want to use the damage from the other one? or
I
you
can
roll-
do that. I can do the. Well, I rolled a 5 and it's +4, so that'd be 9 damage.
2d6 5 plus 4, 9 damage.
So I did 19 damage to him in total.
Yep. Let's do this. Sorry, spreadsheet stuff. Man, everything's moving so slow. I gotta figure this out. I do not like this. I probably just need to restart, and I don't want to like commit to a restart. So, as Taliesin doesn't trot. What is that? Gallops forward.
Yeah.
Raises up his hooves, knocks the zombie to the ground, damaging it, trampling it even farther. You manage to crush its skull, and you notice that the zombie is no longer alive. Now, you have some movement left if you want.
I don't think we could sneak through into the center like I was hoping we were going to be able to.
A couple of them moved up in the way.
You could, but between the two of your moves, get to the northeastern stairs.
Why would you possibly think a galloping
5
horse
plus
could
19.
sneak?
Oh man.
But that could take some attacks.
Well, I was thinking like rather than like back when we were over there, we could have
Yeah.
looped around somehow and gotten into the center.
Oh, that
But
would have
with the way
taken.
this is-
That would have taken a really, really long. So that's a couple turns.
that was a horse's dash ability,
Well, each one of those squares is 5 feet. That's a lot of squares.
right? A horse has a 60-foot or a like 40 to 50-foot movement plus dash would have made it closer to 100.
Okay.
Yeah, 80 to 120, something, depending on. All right. And so you
I don't know what your remaining movement
crush
is.
this?
So.
you actually notice that like as you've crushed the zombie in its head, it kind of like the body like switches to like move up, but just kind of spazzes out, lying on the ground, and then stops. So do you move again? And I don't know. You
I
have
would
any other
claim
attack-
that the warhorse has enough movement to close ranks with the other zombie to the east, but not enough to make it to the stairs.
He's got one more in the way plus him, and you moved from here. Well, you take up 2, so you kind of move from here to there, and that's only 10. Technically, you wouldn't have been able to really do that, like here to there. So if you did 20 to do that attack, so you have to move at least 20. That's how much you've used. And that would leave the warhorse with 40 feet of movement. You can't dash because you've already used your action.
What do you do, hotshot?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
I have pushed the talk on because my dog is being loud and it's like not activating right. I don't know what's going on with it.
It's okay. Appreciate it though.
I was trying to explain what I was doing earlier, because this is probably about as close as we're gonna get to center of them. So I don't know if you want to use your flute. Otherwise, I'm going to probably back up so that I can get 20 feet and then charge the big boy.
So I kind of like.
So Talison's gonna like look back at you and be like,
Yeah, you're about to back off, and if that's the case, I would rather just jump off now as my reaction, so I'm staged for my action.
okay, well I'm gonna back up so that I can get charging speed on the big guy.
If
You really
Jared
wouldn't-
will allow me to climb off as a reaction.
I will allow Taliston to try to throw you as a reaction. And
I
so
mean,
you'd have to make you might have to make like a dex save to make sure you land.
I would say acrobatics check to see if I could do a front flip and land in style.
Yeah.
That's
So if
right,
you kind of like toss her off.
I'll do like a
Acrobatic,
very light but firm bucking.
All right. So the warhorse
I back up.
Taliston like rears up. He's clearly trying to get you off, but you got to make an acrobatics check, which I think you're pretty good at.
I'll be back in a
Should
second.
Probably be fine.
Woo! I got
higher
a
than the
21 on my acrobatics.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, it seems planned, really, to like you almost like you've practiced this warhorse backflip move before, and she lands on the ground. There is that where you land, Justin? That's where you're done.
Me? Yeah, I mean I just need to be able to get like 20 feet, so
Yeah, just back up a bit and get ready to stage.
yeah, yeah, I can back up to like here or something.
Okay. All right. A little more zombie movement coming in. As they are kind of all, they're all sort of scattered around, and he's had them posted as guards since the last time you guys have come by.
I'll be right back.
He-
I'm gonna go use the restroom before my turn.
There he is. The zombie here nearest Godwald makes an attack on him with disadvantage, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Your spell is still in effect, and he gets a. Whoa, that means a natural one. It actually goes forward to slam its hands onto you. You're able to deflect with your shield, and its hands come off. Now it just has two wrist stumps. And that costs it a point of damage.
And that
Okay.
that is the Brigida method.
Yes. Shield
What?
bash. He did the shield bash. All right,
Okay.
sorry, that was a little confusing with those up. All right, so 13, 12, 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there he is. Zombie 13 is continuing to attempt to bite you, Allison. It really just like it doesn't really have a stomach. Like it's just like ribs, and then there's nothing under there. So you understand he's very, very hungry.
Yes.
You're
And
too big to be
he
a
gets up.
lapdog, Thomas.
He
Yeah.
does.
I think that was
It's not
the
gonna
dog's
hit.
name.
It's 6. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's-
that misses.
yep.
I'm gonna do that like little fancy side gallop step thingy to get.
Like
The
his
dodge.
bites just keep failing. Another move towards you. Another move towards you. More shambling movement. It's like surprisingly fast, but it's still not as far as you guys move. But like, if you needed to run, yeah, like, all right, I could make.
I mean, you could make them dash, but at the risk of losing how many limbs?
I might have rules for it. All right, moving forward. Godwald, you stand between a few zombies next to Sparkle Gem. The warhorse is just backed off, and that giant 10-foot tall horned skeleton is lumbered over your way with this huge, which you realize now, though it was kind of gouging at the earth, is actually a gigantic axe.
It's always an axe.
Right? Got another pointed end on it. The back end would be nasty. But what do? You're up.
So is the zombie in front of me the one that was hit by a chill touch?
Yes.
14, yeah.
This one
The other
right
one's dead.
here.
Yeah, this one is dead.
Then I'd like to use my action to toll the dead on it.
All right. Needs to make a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yes.
Oh, he's super wise. I mean, I don't know if you know this about zombies, but they're actually quite intelligent, and that's a huge lie. They are. Poor, fully formed creatures. He gets an 8, but it's -2, so it's a 6, and I don't believe that makes your check.
That
So
does
Toll
not
the Dead.
succeed.
Toll of the Dead does damage. How much?
I roll for damage.
Mm-hmm.
That
Woo!
much damage.
a lot.
11 damage. The zombie 14. That's a big hit on him. Good roll on the D12, man. Oh, that's an underscore, so of course it's an error. Thank you. Standing and typing, I'm not particularly proficient at it. Also, I can hear myself. I don't know who can hear me. I can hear myself.
Yeah, I don't know who's having the echo, but I could hear it on me too.
As Taliesin nervously looks around.
One of the few zombies with eyes left. Yeah, you notice the eyes go wide as it's kind of terrified at the sound of, the death toll. And then it cringes down, looks like it's in pain. And that means then a little more zombie movement. And then Sparkle Gem.
All right. Let me know when you're done moving zombies around, because
You
you
could-
could determine where.
Okay, you could just see another zombie, like, lurching your way. But it's up.
Can I get a dead icon on this guy?
Was that enough? I wasn't
How much
sure from the
was-
narration.
I think actually you chill touched the dead one. And that's why he went down when he got hit so many times.
No, because I chill touched the
14?
one that was right in front of Godwall, because this other one just moved here
Okay.
after my turn. Because this one's received 19 damage between the two of us, and this one received like close to 20 just from Taliesin.
Yeah, they're not all exactly the same. I don't know if you
Well,
guys
yeah.
ever noticed that. I don't really run all the monsters to be the same
I
number,
know.
just so that that's not happening. Like so.
I could've sworn you said that one died though.
if
If
it was
he didn't,
14
that's fine.
Let me look at what I did, because I got damage on 14, I got damage on 8, I got damage on 10, I got damage on 3 and 1. So 1 was from Jerk. 3 is over here. I was on the way in. On the horse. Maybe I didn't write it down. I'm sorry. So in that case, let's, you know what would happen if we roll things like this, if we went chill touch and then did the roll. What does it do? Like, how do you do it? It's like roll d20. Type it in the chat, then I would know which of these it was.
I would claim that it's
The
I mean,
d8
like
plus
I said,
8.
if
Yes.
it's still alive,
Okay.
it's fine.
No. If it's d8 plus 8, I missed it. I'm sorry. I'm playing a pain dance over here. So
I'll start
he
typing.
is still up though. He is still
Okay.
up though.
Let's see, or how am I going to do this?
Let's see.
5.
Sorry about that. You know what? Give me like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna go like just
Okay.
chill, like lie flat on the ground. I know it sounds lame.
Sure, no problem.
It's a little early for a short break, but just give me 5.
Gotta take
I'll-
care of yourself,
I'll be right
dude.
back.
Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna throw the we'll
The
be
waste screen
back
up?
scrying up. Yep.
Thank you.
And can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Just making sure that this button works for push to talk, because
Now I gotta figure out how I'm going to shove past all this and try and get closer to get as many enemies in my 30-foot radius as I can.
I'm gonna try and knock this. So if we want to,
Whoa, is that really not a?
I'm gonna try and
my
knock him.
plan
It's
is to
not.
try and
Ooh.
engage
I'm gonna
them
try and
all
knock him
here,
prone.
here.
So if you guys want to all attack him at the same time, if I do knock him prone, you all get advantage.
Well, right, against the big guy, but what my plan was to get in there with the flu, cause them all to be feared of me for 1 minute, so 10 rounds. So for 10 rounds, they can't get closer to me. They could only move away from me.
Or stand still.
Or stand still, exactly. But either way, that gives us a range distance. And then once that, like, if the big guy wasn't affected by it, I was going to continuously cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter
Can a
and get
dead
him on the
thing laugh?
ground. Yeah, which gets him to the ground and keeps him there until we attack and he passes a wisdom save.
I feel like if we all, because the zombies don't have a ton of health and they also don't really have any AC if we're hitting with like 9s. So if we kind of focus damage them, they're gonna
So,
die really fast. I feel like we could probably kill this
That's-
big thing.
We're here to kill all the things, right?
Well, we're
Well, yeah.
here mainly to kill Homeboy who raised them all, because if we could kill him, all the zombies die without us having to touch them.
But we're probably
Yeah,
going to have
he
to
went
kill the
down
big
into
thing,
that
right?
cave. Looks like some sort of giant dragon mouth thing.
Like, I could use my...
Yeah.
because I have another new spell for this encounter I could use now.
I'm still a horse, so
Yeah.
Like, should I? Shouldn't I? It'd be cool, and if there's this many dudes in front of me, it's probably a good idea. If I'm fighting the dudes, if we're just gonna try and get in the hole. And that thing
Alright,
just
well,
didn't go
I'm taking
down.
advantage of this quick and going out for a cigarette. Well,
I'm
we-
flipping a... Let's see. I'm gonna
What
flip a
are your
coin.
choices, Oz? What are you touring between doing?
I think I want to cast spiritual weapon.
Which does what?
You know how you get a hand?
Yeah.
I get a sword.
That gets its own attack without it being your attack and all that such.
Its attack takes my bonus action.
So you're without so basically my hand, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it gives you a second round of attacks, I would go ahead and cast that, so that way you could stay on, like, you know.
Okay.
But what was your other option? Because I'm leaning
Oh,
towards
just
that
passing.
just for more DPS.
My only other option is passing
Yeah, no, go ahead, get
and
your
saving
sword
the slot.
out. Yeah, get your sword out, and that way you could have 2 attacks each turn without having to worry. Or a spell and an attack, or like, you know what I mean? You could do a lot more combo there.
Yes.
Because right now, with us being so outnumbered, I think the main thing is to get either AoEs out or just stick with pure DPS.
Yeah, I don't have any AoEs.
Yeah, Talismans are only AoE caster. Well, I have one AoE spell, but only lasts 1 round. And it's more like a, oh shit, I gotta get the fuck out kind of spell. Because you blind everybody for a turn and then run away.
What?
This does that.
Oh, I was just saying my only
Okay, yeah, I can do that
AoE
one.
spell lasts 1 turn. And it's more of a like, oh shit, things are getting intense. Let's blind everybody and get the fuck out of Dodge.
Pocket sand.
Yeah, basically pocket sand. Also known as color spray.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Blinding people.
60.
Yeah.
So 60, 10 worth of hit points,
Yeah.
which averages about 30 hit points. That's not even 2 zombies.
Yeah, but as the spell gets, like, as I level, I get more and more D10s with it.
True enough.
Because let's see here, let me go to my color spray quick.
Yeah, I read it. I get the idea.
Yeah, once I use it as a second, for every level higher than first I cast it at, I get 2 additional D10s. So I could get up to like 10 D10 HP. I don't know if Jared's back or not, so I don't know if I should go sneak out for that. I'm going to do it anyways. Hey, welcome back. Chris also ran off for a second. I was going to go for a cigarette while I waited for everybody.
Oh, okay. I just like thought I would raise up some things here, and it actually makes it a bit easier for me to
Not hunch.
see and not hunch. Yeah, I think that's what I was doing, and I didn't quite realize it.
Let's see. I have something else I want to do.
Oh, oh.
I think we're all back since we're about to take a break here in like 20 minutes anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
I mean-
wait 20 minutes for a cigarette.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
So I have another really cool thing I want to do for when we fight lots of things.
All right, you mean this round because you just did the Toll of the Dead, right?
Yes, but this is a bonus action.
Oh, all right. What bonus action do you do?
I would like to cast the second level spell Spiritual Weapon.
Hmm. Cool. Shit. Well, what shape does this spiritual weapon take?
I'll just go with Longsword. See if you can give
All
me
right.
a floating sword next to me
Oh yeah, we can do
in the
that.
square south of me.
And we can
Or
make
just give it to me.
it controllable by you as soon as the menu loads. Computer completely frozen. I really should just restart it in between there too. I'll restart in between our break.
See a little dagger thing.
So you go over here. Spent spell slot. Sword appears.
Yeah, you know I'm not feeling super awesome when I instead of typing in Godwald for the name, I was looking for Oswald. Sorry, man.
Yes.
Sorry, everybody. There, you should have that, and it should be under your control. Longsword. That's not what I wanted to name it. I wanted to name it Spiritual Weapon. I'm so good at this right now.
All right, and when you cast this spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon. So I'll choose Zombie 14.
Right up on the top of the stairs near you, Zombie 14. You make your melee spell attack. So it's a
16.
D20. Oh, nice. So yeah, that even came up slow here. 16 hits, as we know. Oh, yeah, this is way better than Hunting Ever. Oh.
For 9 magical force damage.
9 magical force damage, I believe, crushes what is remaining of Zombie 14. So as you summon this, what is there anything to this? Do you want to describe it? Do you want me to describe it?
It's spectral. It glows blue, and it moves it on its own. But according to my
Don't-
commands.
Don't you get to like? Can it be like anything you want it to be though?
Yeah,
Yes.
he could have made it into another hand.
Hey, it picks
What
a
do you
longsword.
What do you want to make it?
But it deals damage similar to the
said
damage of a
longsword.
longsword.
That's what he said.
Oh,
Remember?
okay.
So
I
this
mean-
blue spectral longsword appears, and as it slashes into this zombie, it clearly like lops a chunk of it off. I think this one it didn't have hands anymore.
This
Alright,
is the one that
remember.
didn't have hands.
Yeah, so you just take off another one of its arms. It falls down, slumps, and it took how much damage that time?
9 from 19 to 28.
9,
So yeah, it's had 28 damage total done to him.
9 plus. And you see again the same like action where you see it almost as if like it's trying to get up and move, but it's just kind of a spasming thing, and then it drops, dead.
Action, bonus
It's almost
action.
like yeah, it almost seems like they're trying to get back up, if you will.
I choose not to move, and I pass the turn.
All right,
All right.
a little more zombie movement and sparkle gem.
All the dead bodies in front of me to get up the stairs. I think that would be 10. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get there.
You could. Oh, okay. I see what you're thinking. It is.
Oh wait, I
You're
don't think
small, right?
I am small, so it is 2 sizes bigger than me, and
Yeah.
I
So you
wouldn't
wouldn't.
need
Being a
to
s-
cast extra movement to pass through it.
Wow, it's quite large. It's a gigantic creature. Actually, I don't know if I haven't shown it to you guys yet. I should make sure I do. I do have pictures of everything. I try.
Can I get a 30-foot circle around me? Because I'm just going to run to the other side of this guy, so I'll stay in his.
You're on his range.
Bullshit.
Also, as you what you're approaching there is actually like a hill upwards, so you are kind of like going up, and you're encroached over that now.
Objects
You're-
in mirror may be huger than they appear.
Yeah. So this is your big ol'
So it's a Skeletor Minotaur thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I get my 30-foot circle around me
Mm-hmm.
so I can see if this is actually where I want to cast it or if I want to move any further before I do that?
Color you want? Blue, green, orange, purple, red,
Purple.
yellow, purple. On it.
Purple. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything up here, because it's a 30-foot sphere that surrounds me.
Every zombie but number.
So the
3,
entire
I'd
map
say?
just shifted.
Yeah, it did.
What? Oh shit. Sorry.
No, you're fine. We just thought we'd let
There
you
it
know.
is.
And that's exactly
No,
where it
thank you.
was.
Alrighty.
Can you guess what layer I was on? It's called the map layer.
I think the needs to be pushed out a little bit more.
Yeah, because it's everything within 30 feet. So
Let me get back to that one.
that one's 30 feet away. How far away is this one?
Oh, you're there.
30. That one's 40, so that one wouldn't reach.
That puts you at the 30-foot center. Right?
Okay. Yeah, but
Yep.
what's weird is it says this one way over here by Talison's 30 feet away too.
Those are diagonal squares.
Diagonal squares for your movement.
Oh,
so you're looking
that's
at
right.
you're looking at your movement line. So
That's
this is a
fair.
30-foot in diameter, so it's going to be 15. Yeah. Whoa. What is happening there? That's weird.
Okay, so when I set it to no snapping, it says this one's a little out, this one's out, this one's out, this
Right.
one's in.
Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Because at a diagonal, that's a.
But
that's a
like, look at
30-foot
my
six
look
square
at my
line.
number.
Yeah. So you're going off that round shape. That's
Yep.
where you're at. Okay, and so you're
yeah, as
so
I run
from
past this thing, I'm going to like pull this flute and twirl it in between my fingers real quick before putting it up against my mouth and blowing through it to create a really eerie, almost like ghost
Sepulchral.
voice song. And everything in that circle needs to make a DC 15 wisdom
or be frightened.
or be frightened of me for the next
Mhm.
10 minutes.
What's that line at the start of Pirates 3? Oh, here it is.
Whereas Circle Gem. All right, now use one of your charges for the Pipes of Haunting too.
Yes, I did mark it.
All right.
Yes, here it's spectral tone.
Sepulchral tone.
All those. I wonder if I could attach this to you in some way. That would be like my favorite thing.
Like
that
an
would
aura.
be awesome because as long as I'm playing it, everything is going to be scared of me.
Right. So, Sparkle Gem plays a haunting tune on here, and we got 2 dead, one zombie, one of the big logo skeleton guy, 4, 6 of them. Okay. And they're gonna make wisdom saving throws. And we all know how wise they are. right?
Yep.
How many is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do not have 8 d20 in front of me. 2, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 5, 6 d20 in front of me. Could probably do this. Wait. 7 d20 in front of me. Where's my 8th one? Damn. I'll re-roll once. Okay. What do I have to beat?
15.
As the- 15. These are all -2. 7, 8, 6, 14, 2, 5, 5, and 20.
Damn that 20. Go
Minus
away.
2.
Go away, that one. Go away.
That was
I think we're okay.
really in your favor. That was really in your favor.
As long as the 20 wasn't the big guy, I think we're good.
Right.
Oh, how do we distribute them?
You should have claimed them before you rolled them. Why not roll a d8, pick a random number, and if that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
number is for the big guy, it's for the big guy. That's about all
Or
we
you could
can
just
do.
claim it's from left to right.
I'll do it off the order that they are after you. So
So the last one succeeded.
Yeah, which is the big guy.
8, 7, 6, Minotaur. 5, 2,
Okay.
1. All right. Let's see. We're a frightened icon, right? So
Yes,
it's
so
frightened
they're
of you
all
as
scary
long as
shit.
you're playing that and you're within the area of it.
Well, actually, they are.
Is it a 10-round thing?
Yeah, it's a 10-round thing. They are scared of me for 1 minute.
Oh, okay. So just the song, just the tune you played.
Yes, they're
Oh,
all
dude.
scared of me for 1 solid minute. And at the end of their turns, they can attempt to break the fear. Upon
All right.
success, they are immune, or
Here-
they're no longer scared. And then all of these guys are now immune from this pipe for 24 hours.
So this combat.
Right. Yeah, as long as we can get them all together. So we're gonna do the scared icon is gonna be this little like crying eye. That's what I'm considering it. They're scared.
I thought that was our blind one.
That's the blind one? Oh, okay. Look at
It's
it.
the Sheikah symbol.
I mean, you could do it the crying eye for everybody. It's just be like, that's a sparkle bottom effect.
Wait, if that's the Sheikah symbol, then what's the symbol on the guys who want the bananas?
I don't know what to pick for it. It's kind of hard to.
They were also Sheikah. Well, they were.
Yeah,
remember
I
their
still feel
full-
like blindness. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a little shouting guy. Ah, I'm afraid.
I love that what I just said actually makes sense a little bit.
I don't know if you noticed that, but I thought you'd be happy about which one just popped up as if
Eee.
fearing you.
I'm getting.
Oh yeah, I do willingly choose to have it so Godwall, being non-hostile towards me, isn't affected.
I
So
like
I
it,
auto
dude.
succeed, and I'm also immune for 24 hours.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some rules lawyering right there, buddy. But yeah,
No,
that's
but
good.
It specifically says that.
Yeah, it specifically
Yeah,
says once you
rules
hear
lawyering.
these.
Yeah.
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 It's like
It's-
I am not
rules
immune
as
to the
written.
other.
So
I'm
you
not
have
immune to the other
24
effects of Sparkle Jim
hours.
playing music.
Right, you have 24 hours where you could piss me off and not have to worry about, like,
Being scared, I can still be annoyed by the music,
right.
And all sorts of other feelings, emotions, and things that did it.
and
So
I'm still wearing makeup you put on me that I haven't seen myself, which could still be a prank in some way.
So in case anyone doesn't remember, with the frightened condition, the creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature also can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Which, like, it can't really do that right now anyway.
Right. So basically, so what kind of happened is you're like, and you were within it, so it didn't get that attack opportunity. You see Sparkle Gem's little female gnomish form like run under the legs of this giant horned beast, climb up to the top of this hill, perform like with her flute, and a bunch of the zombies just kind of
What
and like
the fuck
kind of
is wrong with this
turn
one?
away. Like there's something about it, like and all of them, even the little. I think you have a little family of zombies around you. You see like the husband, wife, child, and they all turn, and even the giant creature like went to like look under itself as you ran under it and shivers down its spine. One of the few things it has left. All right.
And then bonus action. Can you
Oh,
cast
yeah?
cantrip as a bonus action if you haven't done a cantrip yet this turn?
Does your cantrip say as a bonus action?
No.
Well, then no.
Bonus actions. I'm trying to remember what I can all do. It's been so freaking long.
Do you remember those quick reference sheets I sent out about combat stuff?
Well, yeah, I know that, but I can't
Yeah.
remember if there was anything special I could.
As a
like,
rogue, you have those like you could take the dodge
dash,
action,
disengage, or
dodge,
hide.
disengage, hide. Yeah, you have those bonus actions, which are insane. Early level rogues are so overpowered with that.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess since I can't. Well, I don't have to disengage at this
I
point.
mean,
I could
late level rogues
dash back
5d6
around
sneak attack
and
are
be
also
closer to
overpowered.
my team, so the
Yeah.
the Minotaur doesn't march towards them.
There's a Minotaur.
The skeletal Minotaur.
The Capra Demon.
This guy.
Yeah, I'm calling it a Minotaur for lack of anything else.
And because
You,
Skeletor is taken.
I mean, I'll let any of you like roll a. What would it be for a monster that's natural creature, and then
Alright.
it's skeleton. So you could do Arcana or
I'll do an Arcana check on it.
whatever.
And
Well, you
then
can do,
I'm
like,
also going to use
another
my
time.
bonus action to dash
Not do.
just
yeah,
to
you
get
can
more
sort-
movement, and then move on the other side of this fucking thing. So I just
So
use
you-
dash to get back on the other side of it to be closer to my teammates. So that
And it-
way, on
and
its
it-
turn, it can't move closer to them.
Yeah,
And
so a nature or Arcana check would probably let you know more about the creature if anybody wants to roll them. Then you moved where? You dashed closer, so you're still
Yep.
within sight of its. Good
Yep.
call. All right.
And then on my Arcana check, I got a 20. Unnatural.
Damn, girl. Okay. Yeah, no, you would recognize it as not only being a minotaur, but the undead skeleton of one.
Okay, so yeah.
It's ancient, all of the flesh has long since been removed from it. It is magic alone holding these bones together.
And it is magic that will take them apart.
Hey, you like that?
Or a horse.
Or a horse.
I would
counts.
say
That
I would
counts.
say also with it, you would know.
Is there any like
You know
embellishments?
probably a little bit about the like a minotaur itself, just generally like that it spoke abyssal. I don't know if anyone speaks abyssal.
Nope.
Well, that's the language that they speak.
Nope. Took Infernal.
And you probably. Does anyone want to? Anyone else on this? Wait, what did you get, Godwald?
The number there is with mod, so 11.
11. Just more as a general, like assessing it as a creature, like thinking, like, okay, there's no flesh, like, like trying to pierce this creature might not work for us very well, but maybe something that could bludgeon or break it would be a good idea.
So bludgeoning
So, yeah.
weapons.
It's kind of the assessment from looking at it, right? I mean, what are
Yeah.
you gonna pierce? What are you gonna pierce on a skeleton?
It's spinal cord.
It's emotions.
Magic's holding it together.
It's
right?
eye
So,
socket.
yeah.
Can
It's
you reach
magical.
that?
It's magical eye socket. There's no eyeball there anymore. It's pure. It's just glowing green, kind of
Doesn't mean I can't
smoke
stick my
coming
finger
from
in
it. You can try. You certainly can try.
I mean, how
But
tall
all
is
right.
this thing?
What was that?
I said, how tall is this thing? I feel like
It's-
you wouldn't be able to
It
reach that.
doesn't matter. I got magical gnome hands that can summon inside of its eye socket to go.
I guess that's true.
If you'd like to see it on your like your Pokedex, I could
Yeah,
roll
our
you over
monster
there.
decks.
Yeah, if you guys want to see it on your monster decks, because I do think the size of these things is pretty important. It's hard for the tokens to really like.
I'm pretty sure
Give
it's like
that-
the
give
same
that
size as the
information.
hill giant. Yeah, just slightly smaller than a hill giant.
Where you see him over there? You had that.
Is it larger than a conventional oven?
It is
It's
way
ki-
smaller than a hill giant. It's the same size as an ogre.
Yeah. It's like that ogre you saw sitting on the boat. That huge beast that was using the boat is like the half of it is a hammock almost. But
Acknowledged.
it is much bigger than a person. You can see like the cultist guy is standing there next to it. Give you an idea.
Yeah, it's like
You don't want to be hit with that a
like
weapon
80
of that
foot tall.
size. All right. That's fun. I'm glad somebody asked. I appreciate the shit out of that. Any chance we get to go look at the monster decks?
That's what I'm calling it from now on.
The bestiary.
No, monster decks.
Bestiary. What's a monster dex? It's like a bestiary.
But different.
Right. Okay, so that was Sparkle Gem's turn. We're gonna get some more zombie movements, and then Jerk will be coming up here soon. And then we have.
I gotta get the kid to bed.
Okay. Well, I'll move them if they don't attack you. Then
Gotcha.
I won't do it if they're not in your area.
Dig it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for my cigarette real quick since my turn's over.
Okay. I won't do anything. I won't do anything that counters those turns.
Like I said, the big guy. I'm so glad that big guy got affected, so he can't move closer to the party now. I just imagine, like, anytime he moves, Sparkle Gem going ooga booga at this big giant 7 times bigger than her, and just watching him slowly creep away.
I cannot find.
But, all right, I'll be back.
7. See, is 7 dead? No, he's not. Only 14 and 5 are. And where are you, 7? Sneaky. All right. Well, can't willingly attack. He has disadvantage on attack. Well, he can't move towards you, but he is next to Sparkle Gem, who's gone. So, actually, most of the things happen involving the 2 people who just took off. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna let Tom out real quick.
yeah, sounds like a good idea. But Jerk's not here to put the stream on pause, so I'll dance for everyone, and I know that's what they like. Cause, yeah, how are you doing? Oh, you're in. I was saying hi. No one else is here, and the stream's still on. I guess I'll restart. Could be a thing I could do. Because I know I've been having some slowness issues. Can't hear me?
Sorry, I just read something interesting.
Yeah, cool. I was just saying, I think I might try and restart since I've been having some speed issues. I can rejoin this call, right?
You can rejoin this call as long as you keep the chat as your primary chat in the Discord. As soon as you reopen Discord, it'll be there.
Okay. Well, I'll restart. I'll be right back.
All right.
It's you, just on the stream. You just people are watching you watch something.
Yep.
I'm
Is
here
what it is.
back. I'm going to do something real quick. Never mind.
It is what it is.
What? What is what? Can you hear me?
Let's see. Put that there. This here. Huh. Really? It stops learning.
Can you hear me, Chris?
Yep. We lost Jared.
Jared
He's
said it was gonna
restarting his
restart.
computer.
Look, I made a little Wednesday frog.
What is it? It's like out of focus.
It's Wednesday, my dude frog.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that metal filament, it's PLA mixed with like metal. So it comes out
Nice.
comes out almost like concrete or like stone. It's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Polishes up really good too. Oh, so what I miss? They moved, right?
He moved some people, I guess some zombies, moved within your guys' range or something like that. But it was really only going to affect you or...
I'm way outside. Oh. Is he coming back?
No, never.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can't see you though. Oh. Got a little spinny bar. There he is.
There you go. Yeah, the quality's a lot better.
Good. Things seem to be running quicker over here too. I think the video card updated and I needed to restart, but I just was being stubborn.
I made a little Wednesday frog. He's gonna be my good luck dude for every time I go out of town. He comes with me.
Wednesday, Frog, huh?
It's Wednesday, my dude.
How many times was that on Chris's Instagram?
Oh,
and I
no,
still
it's-
don't know what you're talking
It's
about.
going to
Guess
be on
what
there.
day it is?
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
What's it from? What are we talking about? Because the only reference point I have is your Instagram and the Naruto subreddit. So
It was just like a random dude on Vine.
Yeah, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah, a random dude on Vine, and then the noise he made after he said it's Wednesday, my dudes, sounded like a very particular type of frog. So they started just replacing him with the frog. And then some guy did a bunch of like music on SoundCloud that are remixes of "It's Wednesday, my dude," which are
okay.
are amazing, by the way. They're super super good.
I practically almost believe you.
I'll put it in the Discord later.
All right. Yeah, so the Naruto subreddit did basically Naruto, but kind of like flat, poorly drawn, kind of like a frog, because frogs are his summoning creature. And so when it was like, it's Wednesday, Naruto's out. Like, that's the day for the release
Yeah.
of the unedited sub, like that thing, then there you go. It's Wednesday, my shinobis. It's
That's
Wednesday, my dudes.
perfect. I couldn't use ninja because that's an ICP thing now.
It's Wednesday, my ninjas.
Yeah. Well, no, just ninjas in general.
Wait, that's an
They
ICP
can't-
thing now?
I can't
Yeah.
claim all of ninjas.
No, but like
Yeah, no,
what,
absolutely not. I tell them no
like
with
what
these
up?
fingers.
They've
like,
because they can't say the N word, so they've always said "What's up, my ninja?"
That
as
is
a way to get around that.
I'm not sure how I feel
So
about
lame.
that.
That's so lame. That's how I feel
No, it
about
absolutely is.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure how I feel about that because that feels like there was enough people that they have other hobbies that aren't ninja. Why do they need to have ninja as the hobby too?
Oh no, they're not
But on the other
ninjas.
hand, I
That's
mean,
just
having other people who say ninjas.
they're replacing it with an ethnic slur, or replacing an ethnic slur with the word ninja because they can't say the ethnic slur.
But they're like, we really want to. We really want to be douchebags, but we're not gonna be. It's still douchebags. You're still douchebags. Like,
That don't understand magnets.
yeah.
Magnets. How do they work?
That was the greatest gift ICP ever gave to the world. It was magnets.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, that statement is 100% correct.
Yeah, but they don't work there anymore. But I'm
Mag-
back at it.
Magnets?
Back in.
No, not yet. That was from out of the room.
What?
No?
Yeah, you were from out of the room.
Oh, you heard me? Was it in context somehow?
No, you just said they don't work there anymore.
Oh, okay.
It was in context. It was in context of what we said because we said we were joking about how ICP said how magnets. How did they work?
Oh yeah.
And then you brought up work,
Yeah,
so
you
it was
said
good.
they don't work there anymore.
Yeah,
You work in a magnet-free zone.
well timed.
All right, so am I getting fucked here or what?
Right? Like,
Well-
we just both
Let
got
me
back,
go
so
grab.
what
Let me
was
go
going
grab
So-
some real fast.
Yeah, so the people who left earlier on there were the two people that are affected by the next round following him. So,
They
Jerk,
moved
the
after
zombie.
they moved after I attacked.
Yeah, because he
No.
got to choose how
One
far
of them
away
did.
he was
They,
last
no, they
time.
one
both
of them did.
they both moved after I
Nope.
attacked. No, they absolutely
That
did.
was Zombie
Well,
6?
maybe
'Cause
he
the-
did it wrong last turn, and he's
No,
fixing it this
no.
turn.
No. What happened is you went, Zombie 6 moved up to there. You went,
No, I've only gone once.
you moved around, you attacked Zombie 1. You
Mhm.
had 6 damage with a bolt to him. Then the turns went all the way back around. Zombie 6 got to move. He was next to you. Then you went. So one of these two zombies goes right before you. So yes, both of them moved before you.
But they last
Do you
round.
want me to do you want me to screenshot my spreadsheet and tell you what order that they're in?
I'll replay the stream for you later. But yeah, we're good.
Okay.
That's fine.
8, 7, and 6 go after Sim.
That's fine.
8.
That's not how it went the first turn, but I'm not going to argue. You're the boss, so let's do it. Do I take damage?
Then
or
then I
they
then I
attacking me?
read the screenshot before. 8, 7, and 6 go after Sim. 8 is within her field, can't move towards her, can't attack anything, and he's gonna go around. 7 can't
Run
move away from
away!
her, but he can attack her.
Kali.
But he does so with disadvantage, which is why we use the disadvantage die. He gets a 20, but also a 9. His
Okay.
9 plus his 3 is would be his attack, and I don't believe that
That
hits
hits.
your.
It does.
That
I have
does.
12 AC, so.
Oh, he is able to do it. He didn't get the 20 though. He got
Yeah.
the 9.
Yeah, at least
He
I don't
doesn't
got a
crit.
crit.
He doesn't crit. That's good.
No crit damage. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's
Alright.
very reassuring.
That is slaps its arms around. Actually, this is. I think this is the mom from the family because there was a little family of zombies that he raised up from the grave. He gets and it's +5, so he's gonna do a D6.
He raised a family. He's really not
Mhm.
that bad of a guy.
Yeah, it could be all right. It does 2 + 1, 3 bludgeoning damage.
3 damage has
Mm-hmm.
will be noted here in a second because I gotta do math. So
Uh.
that's 28 is what I'm chilling at.
Yeah, I could do it on your sheet if you need me to.
No,
You
I
got it?
already did it on my sheet. I just gotta do it on my token so that way I keep it.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right, and then yes, Zombie 6 moves up to Jerk right before his turn, and he takes a strike at him. He gets a 6 + 3, 9.
Woo! Misses.
Zombie get. And Jerk, you have
Wait.
You're now.
Would Creeper Dude, who raised them all, the Necromancer, been in this 30-foot sphere? Even though, like,
he ran away.
well, he may be like underground, but still within 30 feet.
Could he
No.
hear?
It would be a pretty good question. You can't see him,
Yeah.
so you don't know.
But he could still have been affected, is the thing.
Yeah,
It's
that'd be cool.
possible.
Okay.
And he could have made the save.
Well, he could have made the save. I'm just wondering, like, I guess, like, it's just me being curious as to
it's-
if it affected him or not.
It's a good question, but it
Curiosity
is
is not a sin.
Jerk's turn.
'Kay.
Jerk. Yeah, the zombie just swipe at you with his lumbering limbs, but miss.
All right,
What do
so
you
I'm
do?
gonna attack with my rapier at the one that's already damaged.
The one you've struck already with the crossbow bolt, where it
Crossbow bolt. Yep.
took her to sloughed off. I think we called it. It was disgusting.
And I miss miserably.
What'd you get?
I got a 1.
Oh, you do miss miserably. It's too close to you to get your
Very
bolt
good.
out.
It's
And
actually,
you drop-
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration on that. Because
Hey,
otherwise
there
I'll
you go.
forget to use it. All right, so that's a 10.
10 hits.
Yay! All right, 1d8 plus 4.
Woo!
11.
11?
11. Six. Thank you. Yeah. Bury another bolt in its chest.
Oh, no,
as
it's with
it-
my rapier. Is
Oh, is it your rapier?
is
Oh,
it-
I'm sorry.
Is it going down?
It's so close. Yeah,
All right.
it's
Don't
so
you have
close. So
bonus
you
attack?
you're able to stab it. You basically like cut up through it off an arm and part of its head, but it's still standing there. It's like it's not flesh and bone that are keeping it upright. It's
Mhm.
something much more sinister.
All right. Well, then I will take a shot at it with my fine dagger as well. Then
All right.
offhand. Ha!
Really? Really?
Really? What's
And
plus
then-
what? It's plus 6, so 6.
Yeah.
Man, jeebus.
All
I'm
right.
happy
Alright.
just to tell you to take
It
my
just
inspiration.
you like cut enough of his arm, his body off, and you just slice off like the tit, but it doesn't. It's just unaffected.
Just the tip. All right, that's everything I got. I got movement, but if I move, they're gonna get an opportunity attack. So I just
Yeah, because he used the second attack rather than disengage.
stand still.
Oh yeah, disengage could have been good. All right. Now we have a minotaur skeleton and a few zombies to move. As it is lurched forward and knocked one of the zombies aside. This one is now afraid of you. It has heard the whistle. It is scared of you. It can stand. It can't move away from you. This isn't away from you. You can easily stand over it and attempt to attack Godwald as it's fearing the sound from Sparkle Gem. And he does so with disadvantage, if I remember correctly, because you still have not been lost
Yes.
concentration on this spell, which means he gets an 8.
Would it be a concentration effect due to the fact that it was produced from another item?
No, not
my
yours, his
protection.
spell.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you
Yeah,
were talking about
his-
my spell, so that's why I confirmed.
His protection from evil and good in alphabetical order, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes.
So he had disadvantage, so I believe he misses with his 8 plus Great Axe 6. Ooh.
14.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
No, I don't think it does anymore. Yeah. It hasn't for a while for you. Yeah, so he's unable to make the strike. The sound of this flute is shaking something that used to be alive inside the Minotaur. Almost like it recognizes the tune from the land of the dead or something. So, boom, zombies. How many more of them? Two. 20. Taliesin is the handless. No, that was the other one. Handless zombie's dead. As one of the
Yeah.
zombies that was standing guard at the gate comes up and attacks you. He strikes at you with a that's plus 13.
Yeah, that hits me.
Oh, hits the war horse AC. All right. So he will do his bludgeoning damage of the D6 real fast. So 2 + 1, 3. He does 3 bludgeoning damage to you. Ah, it's tired of trying to bite you. The bites have not worked. I actually think it was the other one that's trying to bite you.
All right.
2 and 1. All right. And zombie number 1 takes a strike at Jerk. As these two guarding the front door, he gets a 7, which does not connect. Taliesin, you've just been attacked by an unfriendly zombie. Is this the one in the baker, or is this the mailman?
I don't know. I'm going
It's
to.
got a delivery sack. There's a delivery sack in his back on Zombie 3.
Ah, okay.
Oh no. This guy
I'm
killed
going
Santa.
to. I'm going to ignore both of them and charge the big one.
All right. I think you should be able to get in there, kind of clustered up on the stairs with a dead zombie buddy, but I think Godwald would step aside
Yeah.
to make
Of a
room.
horse? Yes.
Yeah, right?
Or he
Let's
tried to jump on
try
top
it
of it.
like this
Ooh.
angle, like here.
It was a 19 + 6, a 25 hit.
Ooh.
No, absolutely not. That's a horrible miss. Like, how dare?
Oh, yeah.
Roll to
Sorry.
confirm.
Sorry, buddy, but that hits, so you'll have to roll damage.
All right. Six plus what, 4? So 10 damage, and then he's got to make a DC 14.
In physical
Right.
bludgeoning.
And it is bludgeoning damage. He
Yes.
is weak to that.
Oh, is
Actually,
he?
What? Yeah.
Yeah, we discovered. Well, and between my Arcana check and Oz's other check, I forget. We discovered that bludgeoning does work best against these against the Minotaur.
All right, sweet. Well,
I
then that-
actually,
that-
I think it's the first creature that's been weak to something that you guys have hit it with. So it is vulnerable to that kind of damage. Maybe meant that you do it with advantage, but I'm looking it up really fast. It's doubled. What damage? do you do?
What? So
oh,
20.
damn. Do I roll twice or do I just double what I
It's
rolled?
just- it's
It's
Doubled your
Pokemon
roll.
style.
Okay,
So
so
you
I
did
just did 20 damage
that
to it.
time.
20 damage to hit it, and he has to make what kind of saving throw?
He's got to make a DC 14 strength, but I think he has disadvantage on throws because of the fleet.
Yes, yep.
It's on all ability checks and things against the
If it's-
target, or is it? But 20 still is
I mean, that would
Awesome.
be fear rolls.
awesome opening hit.
Let me get a second to get my pipes up.
Yeah, just read it up.
Get your pipes up.
It does not tell me the rules of fear, so I would need to Google that quick.
Oh, just because it's frightened.
Yeah, I thought that because it was
Frightened.
frightened, it has disadvantage on
Yeah.
ability checks.
Yeah, it does. So it's going to roll with disadvantage on the strength save here because it is frightened, and it gets a 4 plus. Oh my god, that's probably nothing. And what's the save? Like 14?
Yeah.
It is very strong, but it's not strong enough. And you knock it prone.
Knock it prone. All right, I'm gonna go for a
Nice.
second. I'm gonna try and stomp this guy.
Yeah. Heck yeah. A prone image for
Is this
Sure.
going to be bludgeoning damage as well?
18.
It is.
I have advantage, so I guess I can.
you could roll again if you want to
Fish for
try
a
and
crit.
it's roll
I
it for
wanna
your
see
crit.
a
Yeah.
crit.
Because if you crit, that doubles. That would be
Ah,
insane.
damn.
So, no.
All right. Well, you still hit. And whatever this damage is going to be doubled. So what's your 2d6?
9 plus
9?
4, so
13,
13
so
plus
26.
2, 26.
26 damage on top of the 20.
messing this boy up.
Yeah. Like,
I just did 46 damage to this thing.
amazing. So weak to it. So as Talisa charges, ignoring the other zombies, which will get attack advantage on you. We'll do it because I was slow on it. But you still charge up to the zombie and the Minotaur skeleton, crush its like
Ribs.
yeah, crushing the ribs, knocking it prone, like crushing it again as more of the bones break underneath the weight of your hooves. That's like ancient bones, no match for your hooves and attacks.
A big horse boy.
Right. And I'll just roll both these two zombies on their attack advantage on it, and they get a 3 and a 2, so they do not get a hit on you. Oh, nice. Whoa, this is working out well for you guys. That's great. All right. That's your action, which surged into almost another attack. It's cool, or an int did, and
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine you're gonna stay there.
Yeah, I'll stay there. I'm just like I'm horse tanking.
Horse tanking, love it.
Cavalry charge.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you could pretty much like move on counter, but yeah, as we go forth.
I think that's the end of my turn. I can't really do much else besides movement. I think
Pick me up in your mouth so that way nothing can move closer to you.
can do what?
I said you could pick me
He
up
does-
in your mouth, and that way
does
nothing
not
can
have the
move
action for
closer
that.
to you.
Love it.
Yeah.
13,
True.
12, 11, and 10 get to move now, so it's not a ton of them. I think a couple of these guys are gonna have to just move away from you. There he is. Oh, actually, 10 zombie moves up and attacks Godwald, the kind of realizing what it just saw with the horse is not feel like it's going to do well on itself. It gets a 7. It's just a dice jail time for that dice. Okay,
Dicey
swap it up. Yeah, it's dice jailed. It fails on its throw. 13, 12 moves. Can't move closer to the source of its fear, which I need to move this item for because you moved. Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to. That was more just to see who was affected by it, because it's not like I'm actively playing the flute
Oh, yeah.
anymore.
There will be
like,
no
you know
new
what I mean?
fears.
Yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna just remove it then, so that we can.
I
have
mean,
a
if I
little
was continuously
clearer view on the
playing
map.
said flute, then it'd be
Right.
a different story.
Oh, I guess I could have GM layered it. Sorry. But yeah, you can't move towards you only, so fine. Moves away. And then 12 down to what? 10? 11, 10. It's within sight of you. All right.
Just keep running towards everything that looks at me, making them run the fuck away.
Right. All right, Godwald, you've just witnessed the gigantic warhorse run up alongside you, squeeze into this little space up on the stairs, rear up, knock this massive creature, this undead creature, down to the ground, and just start trampling its bones and crushing them. What do you do?
Wait, whose turn is it?
You, Godwald.
So this thing has like been seriously messed up.
Right, and you also have advantage on all attacks towards it due to the fact that it is prone.
Melee is it like all
I was
melee
gonna say
or
that.
just all ranged or?
All attacks, because it's prone.
It's prone.
Yeah,
You have
It's knocked
advantage.
down.
on the ground.
Well, he is right. Ranged attacks wouldn't gain that advantage because it's difficult to hit them while they're laying down. You could actually yourself go prone and lay down, and somebody trying to shoot you with a bow and arrow is going to have disadvantage.
Well, that's
on
because
making
of
that attack.
coverage effects, though. That's not
Oh.
No,
necessarily
no.
true.
That's being prone. That's being prone. So
Okay.
it's a pro and a con, but melee attacks you're going to be great with because you're standing over them attacking them. If you're
Huh,
like
the
at a
wor-
didance shooting, you got a smaller target at the site point,
Huh,
right?
looks like the
Gotcha.
wording changed for 5e.
What?
It says it doesn't say melee and ranged. It says attacks within 5 feet and outside of 5 feet. So I
Prone.
can still hit it with a
Creature's movement?
ranged spell from here.
A prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up, thereby ends the position.
not know
Creature
that.
has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. So, ranged attacks, disadvantage. But I
Okay.
guess it doesn't really matter if it's a ranged attack, ranged weapon that you're using. That's a better way to put it. If you're outside
like
5 feet.
standing on top of it, shooting it with an arrow from point blank.
Yeah,
then you
yeah,
probably
yeah.
have
Yeah,
advantage.
I've played those
Yeah.
on those before.
Yeah, but if you're 10 feet away
on
trying to
those.
shoot an arrow at it, you have a disadvantage at it. So.
All right.
Still applies, but you're right. Good clarification. Go team.
Let's see. I'll start with. I'll use my bonus action to have the spiritual weapon attack again,
Okay. It's gonna attack
attacking the big guy.
big minotaur skeleton. All right. Roll to attack. Melee spell, right?
And so I keep that's with advantage. I'll keep the second roll. That's a 24.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Let's see. At our 1d8 plus. Here.
All of this weird space that the horse shape kind of takes up, like kind of covering the horse, like skeleton guy, kind of over this thing, kind of over here, because you're just big.
Looks like max damage.
Nice.
How
So,
much?
yeah, what's the total?
12 damage in magical force.
Force damage. Oh, is that count?
It's not. It's a sword, so it would be
not-
bludgeoning
yeah.
anyway. But
Yeah, right. Yeah, I wouldn't. So, but I
Should've
mean,
made
it's
it a
force.
hammer.
It's force. So really, it's. Force
I'm
and
pretty
not
sure
the
you
other
can
things.
make it whatever you want every time you summon it.
Not
but
the damage
yeah, but
type.
it's always force.
Yeah, it's always
Yeah,
force.
force is the type of damage. It's magic, right? Magic weapon hits. How much damage does it do total? Let me make sure I knock
12.
it off here. It's hits for 12 damage on the Minotaur skeleton.
And
The spiritual weapon, like just slashing and continue like breaking these bones. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna have much chance to stand up here.
I'll use my main action to cast Toll the Dead on the large creature.
All right. Creepy skeleton needs to make a wisdom saving throw. As its jaw shakes, as this motion, you could see it like if it could scream, but it can't. It doesn't have any kind of voice, not even a magical voice. And it's wisdom saving throw. All ability checks because it's
Mm.
frightened, right?
Yes.
Well, a rules lawyer might
Its
say that a
source,
check and a
it's
save are
the
different.
source of its fear is within line of sight, is right next to
Yes.
it. So it does disadvantage to get not a saving throw. How much damage does the Toll of the Dead do on the Minotaur? Skeleton. The bony remains clacking on the ground.
And it
Oh,
looks
there it
like
is.
minimum damage.
1 damage. Dink. It knows. It's died already.
Is the source of its fear like you or the flute?
Sima.
It's me.
If it was the
I,
flute, it would be funny if you were just like woo and like waving
Right?
it at him.
Just chasing it after it with this flute. Like,
Can you use inspiration on damage?
Only, rules lawyer would
No,
say only on
false.
d20s.
It's a d20 thing, yeah.
Gotcha.
So but that's a lot of things, right?
That's like 80% of what we roll.
Too bad no one's a champion archetype fighter because you get to reroll 1 and 2 damages.
There's also a feat that lets you get advantage on all damage dice of weapons.
One zombie has the opportunity to move after Godwald. I'm assuming you're not moving Godwald? Or you are?
I've spent my action, my bonus action. I choose not to move. I pass.
Zombie 9 lumbers towards you and takes another strike. Who was this? This was the mailman. This is the... Wait, no. 3. 3 is the mailman. He's got the satchel on his back.
Steal his
He
satchel.
gets a 9 plus 3, 12. Does not hit
12.
you.
12 does not hit me.
You just reflexively, like, don't even look behind you. Throw your shield up to block the
From that
zombie.
angle, with a 12, the cloak would take that.
Ooh, yeah. Just it billows up
Magic.
and responds to the attacks of the zombie. Is that how we want this thing to work? The cloak of protection. It's a little Doctor Strange here.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the new ones, so don't tell me what happens.
I haven't either. We're not going to talk about it right now. Jared can't sit through a 3-hour movie. Yeah. So then, yeah, your cloak of protection moves up to like kind of disengage the zombie's arms in a way. It's like it's hitting into the cloth near you.
In a different way than the previous zombies' arms were disengaged.
Yeah, because it was with your cloak. All right. That means with him, it is Sima Cebu Sparkle Gem's turn.
Well, okay. So it's only on melee. Well, yeah, weapon hand attacks that the advantage works with this thing, not spells.
If
It's attack roll against the creature. It has advantage if you're within 5 feet of it.
So
if you
even
spells-
spells.
Spells
if
don't
you-
really. Yeah.
if you chill touched it right now, you'd have advantage on the roll.
That's
would say.
more what I was like curious as is like if I were to cast a spell being 5 feet, do I have advantage? Yes, no.
It's a spells. Like spells are different, but the chill touch is a melee attack, right? So
It's a spell attack.
Yeah, it's a spell
spell
attack.
attack, melee
Isn't
spell
it? So
attack.
you make
all
attack
those
roll.
Make a ranged spell attack against the creature. So yeah, you just make an attack roll. You have advantage on attack rolls. It's on the ground.
Okay, so but only because I'm 5 feet though that it has the thing.
Yep. It's right down and kind of in front of you. It's on the ground, down in front of you. This giant war horse is
Yeah,
just
so
reared up and knocked it down. Tried to block it, but it just couldn't do anything.
yeah, I'll just go ahead and cast Chill Touch again. So once again, tiny little gnome hands just like pop up in the air and try to grab this thing. Oop, I should have rolled 2. There's the first one. The second one was what, 12? Yeah.
Plus
5, so 17.
17 hits.
And that's 1d8 damage. 5.
1d8 necrotic damage, right?
Yes, necrotic.
If you hit an undead target, which this
It-
is, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against you until the end of your next turn. So it just still has disadvantage. It had
Yeah,
disadvantage
This
before.
this thing's just not going to stop having disadvantage because
Yeah, you guys are wrecking it. How much damage was it?
it was 5.
it's seems to be that the horse like knocked it down, trampled its ribs, and its spine. The sword cracked off its legs, and your spectral hand with its strange damage has reached up and touched it in the head, and it's
Poked
it's
in the
writhing
eyeballs.
about. Yeah, poked it right in the green eye, glowing, smoky eyeballs, and it's just thrashing about and its jaws flailing, and you think it would be screaming if it could.
Well, it sucks to suck.
Yeah. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Taliesin, would you allow me to crawl on you, like get onto your back?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll disengage and climb on top of Taliesin.
Bonus action to disengage. Zombie 7, it doesn't get any attack on you, neither does the Minotaur. And you're riding Taliesin again.
Yeah.
Half your movement, but it's good.
I mean, I'm chilling on
Yeah.
top of the horse, like making it so nothing can get near me or the horse.
8, 7, and
It's all
6.
within reason.
3 more zombies get an opportunity to move. Frightened zombies can't see you until it gets what? So you're here.
Yep. But if I'm on top
Here.
of the hill on top of a giant war horse.
Yeah, no, but I mean, so zombie moves here. It's not very far. Realizes it can't get very close to you. 7, 6. Zombie can't attack. He can't reach you. He just stands kind of shaking with his, just like the icons, hands on its head, like it doesn't know what to do. It's not being fed enough information to act. And our last zombie, right before Jerk moves, next to Jerk, attacks him.
Jerk, how are you
That
looking
was
on health
outside
back there, by the way?
That was outside the tray. He gets a 10 to hit.
Miss.
7 plus 3 misses.
Yep.
Jerk, it's your turn. This
All right.
annoying zombie has been
I've
striking
got-
at you as you've been decimating the one to your right.
I've got 25 hit points left. I'm still good.
Okay.
All right, so I'm
I
actually
wanna make
gonna
sure.
I'm gonna use the dagger first this time. And I'm going for the one that's almost dead.
Okay. Zombie 1 missing an arm. Both its rotted tits have fallen off.
Well, now its rotten head's gonna fall off.
Whoa.
17 plus
17
plus 6.
definitely hits. Very much so.
1d4
Roll damage.
4, so 8. Okay, what the fuck?
How do you do this?
Seriously though. All right, so let's see. What do I want to do to this asshole? All
Armless
right. So
zombie lady.
as I move in, I kick the arrow further into her chest, and then in the same hole, I stick the dagger
Staggers back.
and this pull up. So she just split her in half one more time. So now she's
Just-
laying on the ground in thirds.
Pulling off thread, just damaged like right through up on the neck. Falls, and it's how much damage was that?
That was 8 more.
8
Yeah.
plus 5, and you as it falls to the ground, you see its eyes like shaking, looking at you. Its head and neck are moving, but the rest of its body has been disabled, and it's just kind of like growling and gurgling at you. But it's
As close to dead as you could guess.
done, son. All right.
yeah,
Take a
it's never moving anywhere from that space again.
All right.
Its eyes are alive though, and you can just see them just kind of like looking and moving around.
Good for them.
It like just failed the throw to get back up.
Oh, really?
It's just like
Gnawing at the ground.
All right. Well, the next one, I'm gonna take my shot with a rapier.
All right, you're going to use your bonus action. You're not going to disengage and move in close to the party.
I would disengage him.
I know you mentioned
Party.
the only reason I mentioned it because I know you mentioned it before, but you did roll that die.
Yeah, I rolled the die, so it's a 6 plus 6, 12.
6 plus 6 hits. This is your rapier damage, though.
Yeah,
This is a little bit higher.
that's that. I hit the wrong button.
You
Hold
rolled a
on.
D. I mean, at least you got that critical fail out of the way.
Yeah, the one last critical fail. All right, so D8. 2 plus 4, 6.
6 damage to the zombie. 6. Your rapier slices off a hand.
And it tries to bite
Oh, next round, right?
me. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna take the I'll take the attack of opportunity and move up as far as I can.
Okay.
Past the zombie.
So you can't dash now because
no,
you
but
didn't use that action.
I
But
haven't used any movements. I've got what?
Yeah.
30 feet.
30 feet. Plus.
yeah, your high decks usually have high movement. Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah.
You took your bonus action. You were gonna boots it, weren't you? You have so many bonus actions. How do you even get about there?
Then that is where I will be. And then.
All right. The zombie does, after being attacked by you, turn and attempt to. All right, but it misses with its 7.
Perfect.
Why do we have dice going into dice jail today? What is this? Okay.
Don't forget to put that skull and crossbones on that. Oh, actually, no. It's just disabled, isn't it?
No, it's dead. For all effects and purposes, it's dead. You just see its, like I said, its eyes moving around its jaw, like wiggling.
Can I
But as you've all been able to tell when you've been attacking these zombies, there's something that seems to want to kind of lift them back up, but it just doesn't seem to be working. Like you're like, that kills it, and it's moving, and it's moving, and it's moving, and then it stops moving. You're like, oh, okay. Like, it's a little weird, but all right.
I wonder what's doing that.
And
Can I step on that other zombie's head as I walk by the
Actually.
first one?
as you walked by that one, yeah, you can
Just
just crush
crush it.
it. Crushes right through its skull.
Sweet. All right.
It's no longer googly eyed and looking around.
All right. Cool.
All right. All right. I think that then means we're gonna have a few more actions from some of the couple other creatures, the undead, raising from the grave. Now this Minotaur skeleton has essentially like lost the majority of its body, unable to stand. It reaches both of its great skeletal arms up to its weapon and tries to attack Taliesin with disadvantage because there's so many things that are providing a disadvantage. And it gets, holy shit, it gets double natural ones. Its arms, its hand, it's like, it can't lift it. It can't seem to lift the axe up. It doesn't have legs to raise it up, and it just like motioning at you. All right, and then there's a couple other zombies that are gonna try and move around 4, 3, and 2. Give me a second. Zombie 3 walks up behind Godwald and attempts to attack him, not suffering any of the negative spells effect or those terrible die in dice jail. And it gets an 8. It is unable. The cloak of protection just continuing to just like billow up and flap in front of them, and they're just hitting it, but it's just a cloak, so it's not really doing anything. And then what? 2? Yeah. Now he moved. Where's 4? Oh, okay. Taliesin, you've made extreme efforts that have been quite successful at destroying much of this creature's body. It lays in front of you, unable to strike you as its arms holding an axe. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to stomp its head.
All right.
So, that's a 10.
Your advantage.
Oh wait, I
you're
have
doing
advantage.
melee attack because he's still prone.
That is a 14.
That hits.
All right.
It doesn't have a lot of protection. It's a gigantic creature. It's very deadly when it strikes, but it's quite weak to what you've done. That's a 9. plus
That's
what?
26 more damage because of the bludgeoning.
Wait. So it's 9 plus what?
It's 9 plus 4,
13
so
plus
13,
4. Okay.
and then double because of the bludgeoning damage.
How do you want to do this?
So I'm going to rear up and just like "Roar!" and like just come down like full force, crush its skull into dirt.
You just move forward, trampling it as you move through its body,
Yeah, I just
crushing it in
shredded
the
this
instant
thing.
dust. Yeah, and it no longer moves. It has the bones that were like in position seem to just fall apart, and everything crumbles off to the ground. No magic is holding it together any longer.
Well, I'm glad I listened to Godwald and went Warhorse instead of Bear for the tank.
I did a quick search when you leveled up for good possible wild shapes at challenge level 1/2. And of the 3 best ones, this is the one that Taliesin has seen.
Yeah, great
Sweet.
job, guys.
So I guess I still have movement.
Mm-hmm.
I will move forward.
Move forward, mover. Hello?
Sorry, I'm pushed to talk. I can't push the button and move at the same time.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't know if you could hear me. I'm having issues all
Yeah,
night,
I
so-
can hear you.
Oops, didn't mean to hit that button.
All right, so
So
you're
I
going
wanna
to kind of
I'm gonna run
climb
up
up
to
and
the.
over the hill and down here.
Yeah, I've got 60 feet of movement as a horse. But I
So
basically
it's
just want to
still
kind of like
gonna-
look down
Alright.
in the cave.
It's like
Um,
five up over that and 5 down, so you still at 40, still have 20 moving in. As you look down into the cave, you see that it's just a dark tunnel that reaches down into the earth, and it seems to go on for some ways. From where you are and with the light of day that's coming into it, you could see probably a good 40 feet easily, and then like 60 feet yeah, like just kind of a shadowy hill, but it's just an open tunnel. It's been dug out.
Okay. And then Sparkle was riding me, so I can't move her though.
There you go.
But I don't know if she can see anything because she also has dark vision. I don't think I have dark vision as a horse, but she would.
How far is your dark vision?
60.
60. So you see that 60 feet clearly. That 60 feet you can't see in. It's just rocks that have been carved out. You see all the like markings from the tools that have been digging kind of like down and arcing around, and about like 60 feet, it starts to get darker as you see a little bit farther, say maybe like another down to 80 feet. There's a turn in the tunnel as it just seems to just keep going down and curving off to the left.
So we could tell there's something under there. We're not sure what because it bends.
Yeah, but it keeps going. So that's at about 80 feet, a little farther off. There's a bend down into the tunnel here.
Okay. I don't know whose turn it is.
So they've been
well-
excavating and digging at this for a while. You can see like they've propped up pieces of like wood to hold the earth above it. He's had them doing a work that he's very clearly been directing them to
Yeah,
dig down into the earth.
I'm not going to go in yet. I mean, I still have a little bit of movement, but I'm not going to go in yet. I'm going to make sure that Godwald doesn't die.
He is surrounded by 3 zombies
I'm fine.
and 2 more that can move towards him. 3 more, 4 more.
I get 2 attacks
I
per
can all
round.
move towards him now because I got taken away.
Yeah. All right. You got 20 feet of movement. Anything else before your turn's over?
Nah, that's it. What?
I was gonna say go ahead and start heading down because they could pretty much handle the zombies that are left up here.
There are many zombies.
Yeah, but we're leaving you with a cleric and a rogue. I'm sure you two could be fine, especially with both of you doing dual attacks. You have plenty of DPS.
Don't you
what
also
happened to-
don't you have turn undead?
Yeah, but that's like that gives me time to get away. I don't have destroy undead through my turn undead,
Yeah, but you can at least make them get away from you and they can't attack you.
and then follow you guys down the tunnel.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
then-
somebody should probably help Jerk get up here.
Yeah, we need to get Jerk up here.
How hard would it be to stealth through this? Try to like get behind cover till they forget I'm there, and then sneak down.
You could probably also just dash past them. They're like really slow.
Yeah, they only move like 20 feet at a time.
Yeah, they don't hit that well.
All right, I'll try.
So if you were to dash, you could pretty much get all the way to where we're at, like everyone could. And what's the worst thing that happens? The enemies follow us down and we cause some type of AoE damage to them or trap them in some sort of way to make it so it's easier for us to get them. Like if anybody has oil, throw it by the entryway on our way down so everything slips on its way in. Just a few ideas.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean that's I'll wait here just to make sure,
Okay.
like if I need to run back.
So you're kind of standing
Standing in the
front of
entrance.
the- Okay. Sorry. I got distracted while you were figuring that out. I just need to click save on this thing real quick.
I'm having a hard time. I'm having
You're
a hard
having a
time
hard time.
seeing the horse. There he
Oh,
is.
because it blends in so well with the background.
Yeah.
How far are you
Alright.
zoomed out?
I'm zoomed out enough so that the stream can see the whole map.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. He's kind of at it pretty well on there. Okay, so Taliesin turns ends. We have a few zombie movements that need to happen here. 13, 12, 11, and 10. Godwald, zombie takes a strike at you.
Yep.
It gets a 18 on its tech.
With disadvantage.
Is it the third
Oh,
one?
oh, good call, good call.
Oh, wait, no, you have your own disadvantage going.
I
Right.
do. As long as
Thank
they're
you. Thank you for
undead.
the reminder. Thank you for the reminder, because Yeah, with disadvantage, he gets a 9, so he just continues to battle your cape.
We got a Doctor Strange over here.
13, 12, 11, and 10. All right, unable to see.
Yeah, I'd say those
I don't
ones.
see Sparkle Gem. Zombie moves forward. The other side of this mound, it's moving away from Sparkle Gem and over top corpse of this big guy. Let me move him down. And
Wouldn't
this
this
guy.
area be impassable now since there's 2 corpses right there?
He just has this. He has. It's difficult terrain for him to shuffle through.
Okay.
Get up next to Godwald and attack
Oh my
him
goodness.
with disadvantage. 13. He doesn't hit either. How do you deflect that hit as he's coming at you?
Shield.
Shield.
A better hit,
Si-
but still. If
The
I could,
sigil of Bahamut
I could
continued.
totally
on.
see that coming.
Oh yeah. His zombie comes up here and going to attack the warhorse in front of him. Oh, any natural 20s his hit.
Oh no, do I gotta make a deck save to see if I stay on top of Taliesin during this?
Taliesin, how many horse points do you have left?
Yeah, how are your horse points?
Because if it started at like 19 and it's been like
I have
taking 2 hits
11.
Oh.
What?
Zombie is
Well, he gets 1. It's going to be plus like almost nothing. So even on his crit, once it doubles, it's
Well,
still
roll again.
only
4
it's still
damage?
only- He doesn't. No, he doesn't have any disadvantage.
No, I said 4 like
No,
I mean, you rolled
damage.
it.
It's a D6. So but he gets a crit, so he gets 4 damage total on you.
Yeah.
That's his massive
Yeah.
blunging blows as this shambling creature is attacking you, Taliesin. Are you still in horse form after 4 more damage?
Yeah.
Can't believe I got a 1 on that D6 on a crit. God. Okay.
Do you have any dice that aren't in jail at this point?
I know, right? Like, but look at this thing. It's full of skulls. Skulls.
And
You
Should
know
have
what,
definitely. And I rolled 1 skull, not 6 skulls.
Well,
1.
I have personally rolled
Skulls.
what 3 or 4 natural ones this round, this session. So
All right, so we're rolling low.
So where's all our nat 20s at this session?
All right, Godwald, you are surrounded by the undead and the re-dead. What do you do?
Okay, so that there. Have any of these been hurt?
What do we got around you? 9, 3, 13, and 11.
I think 3 has been hit.
13 hasn't. 9 hasn't. What did I say? 11 hasn't. And 3 has been damaged. You would
And which-
remember the Minotaur. No, wait. 3 was one of the ones that he trampled on his way back here. He was wearing that satchel. He's the mailman.
Which one?
You're surrounded by the mailman, the baker. Zombie 3 over here. This guy. The mailman.
the baker and the candlestick maker.
Yeah, what's the candlestick maker wear? Also an apron? Yeah, it definitely looks like there was a town full of people, and this necromancer has walked up and
All right.
pulled them all from their graves.
I'll toll the dead. I'll use my main action to toll the dead on number 3.
All right. Wisdom saving throw. As I remember, it's -2 on his wisdom because the zombies are so wise. I'm rolling it between my hands. He is an ability check that your. How does that work?
Don't-
He doesn't. He doesn't
I
have disadvantage on his ability checks.
don't
because you're
factor in the
nearby.
frightened because Sparkle is no longer in line of sight.
Yeah, I am. I'm on top of the.
It was
Over
also,
here.
Maybe.
Nah.
It was
No, you're
also
on the other
the-
side of the hill. You're on the
Was
other
it-
side of
Okay.
the little hill.
I thought it was the song that made the effect, not the person.
It is
Yeah.
the song, but
No, it is.
the song comes from that person, and that person becomes the target of the fear.
All right, cool.
So he still gets 7 minus 2, 5. So he fails. And you do how much damage? To zombie 3.
And that's another min damage roll. So
I'm on the other screen. What is it?
1 damage.
Not being friendly to you today. It was really early on, right? Like, but so you do see the fear in its what remains of its eye sockets, of that
Wait,
sound
what?
that announces its passage to death. You do see it. It was still standing. What did you what?
Am I using the hashtag system wrong? Because
No, I see those. Do it again.
yeah, but why is it coming out as like just all ones?
Yeah, do it again.
Okay, it's not actually rolling when I do it that way. I have to
Yeah,
put it-
so
I have a syntax error. I'd like to roll my damage for this attack again.
so you think the hashtag's interfering with the?
Yes. If I didn't put a space between the die and the hashtag, it just gives me a 1 for each die.
Do it again. Prove it. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird. I'll allow it.
Hashtag with space. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hey, hey, can I keep this one?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll let it fly. That's cool. So instead of taking
the
1
heck?
damage, zombie 3 takes 11 damage.
It's like,
12.
seriously, what the heck?
Or
That
No,
should
it's-
not happen.
this is roll.
Syntax, man, you know?
Yeah, and you see the postal worker drop down out of the fear of re-death, re-dying, and zombie 3 dies. That's so weird, dude.
Yeah.
Do it
This
again.
is-
Do it
that's
again. I want to see it. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. It's so crazy. I mean, it kind of sucks from before, but it's so nuts.
We're not done with D&D.
But you didn't do a D12. Okay, anyways. We'll let this go. That was like too many a series of things. So he whispered rolls to me, and anytime he was doing it with it, it was rolling it as a 1. So don't do that. So what exactly are you doing? Because let's tell everyone what you're doing in order to avoid it. Because I watched this happen like 1, 2, 3, 4 times, and then he did it out to you guys when I was like, prove it. And then, yeah. So you're typing the command in. Could you tell me, like, with your words?
So this is what I mean by
Yeah.
having the space or not.
Right. You're doing /R for the roll. You're typing out what the D is, 1D12. The hashtag with it, with something afterwards, seems to roll it bad, and then the space is just normal. So I would just do your, like, maybe just type the roll out and then do the roll after it so that they're in sequence.
Like, if I have if I just put a space between, then it counts as separate variables for the function. I just didn't notice
Yeah.
that before.
Okay. So it's like you're telling it rolling 1d12. Yeah. So just,
To butts.
we'll be careful of that. But you kill one of
Yeah.
the zombies that's behind you, or I suppose in front of you now. It looks like you turned around.
Let's see.
Okay. So
Alright,
then
can I,
that was your action to cast Toll of the Dead. What's
That was
left?
that
What do
night
you
to
do?
happen.
can I see along this line if that zombie is crumpled to the ground?
Yeah. No, you can see Jerk.
Okay.
It's still. I think you guys waited. It's daylight out, so yeah, it's easy enough for you to see 45 feet away from you.
All right then.
I don't think any of you built in poor vision to your characters. Like I wear glasses.
Nope. Technically, I have provision by not having dark vision, but I have an owl if I need it, which I don't.
Yeah,
right
you
now,
don't have
so
magical vision, so.
I'll use my bonus action to have the sword attack this zombie.
I like that. Yeah, I don't really have this bonus that everyone else has, so it's a disadvantage for me. All right, so let's roll your attack roll on Zombie 9.
15.
That hits Zombie. Spiritual weapon force damage on number 9.
And with syntax, that's 5 force.
All right. As your spiritual weapon starts to slash through the enemies around you, glowing blue spectral blade, translucent and magical blade weapons. Okay, that means there's one zombie before Sim. Sim, you're riding a warhorse. That one zombie before Sim is right up next to Godwald, so he's going to attack him, though with disadvantage because you haven't been hit yet, have you, Oz?
I have not had to roll rolls about my concentration. I have not taken damage this combat.
Yeah. So, oh, that's a D12. Sorry. Its attack with disadvantage is actually 16. I don't think
That
that hits you either, does it?
Does not hit.
Man, that cloak of protection, man. All right, Sim, you're riding a warhorse. You're looking down a dark tunnel that seems to go much farther than you may have expected. It actually seems pretty impressive, the amount of work that's been done around this as it moves down there.
And there's also a zombie up our butthole, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. He's just tickling it, you know, with his fingers, just tickling the butthole a bit.
I mean, I guess I'll just cast Chill Touch on the jerk behind us.
All right.
Well,
Chill touch on zombie.
I mean, it's not technically jerk, but it's a jerk.
I mean, if are you gonna try and run away afterwards?
Ooh.
I haven't decided, but that's going to be a 23, so that's hits, and that's a 1d8 narcotic damage.
Narcotic damage, yes. From now on.
Narcotic.
I am not doing narcotic damage with Toll the Dead. You cannot make me.
I know, I totally misspoke, but yeah, narcos. Let's knock this bitch out.
Alright. So it does 2?
Yeah, it does 2 damage.
2 damage, zombie 10.
I mean,
And then I still have my bonus action. I'm just chilling on top of a horse. And I'm
I
gonna
mean-
look at Taliesin and be like, do we stay up here and help him, or do we go down? I kind of like just assure him that I'm down for whichever he chooses. That I'm kind of just along for the ride at this point.
maybe you should cunning disengage, because you'll be pulled away from the zombie the same as the horse moves.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could ready you. No, because I can't really ready it, but I can use my bonus action to disengage, so that way nothing, like, it doesn't get attack of op on me.
Yeah.
If horse decides to run. So yeah,
Can I fit in this tunnel as a horse?
Ooh, how big is the horse?
Could the Minotaur have fit in this tunnel?
The
Yeah,
horse is-
it was digging it out. So yeah, you could fit. Good call, Oz.
Yeah. I'm
So
just
that-
making sure.
I was gonna like going for my notes. Is like, okay, I have this somewhere, and then yeah. You could fit in this tunnel with a person riding you.
Cool. Oh, wait, it's not my turn yet, though, right?
No, we're Sparkle Gem's turn.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll use my bonus action to disengage, so that way, if Taliesin moves at all, I don't get an attack of op on me, and I'm gonna just chill on the horsey.
So you just kind of like grab its mane and sort of hang off to the other side of him, like using him like a shield. Like, hi, I'm over here.
This is fun. You can't see me. Whee!
All right. So that would mean after Sim, there are a few zombies before Jerk. 8, 7, and 6. 8. No longer in sight of
Oh
Sparkle
my
Gem.
goodness.
Source of
thanks
its
for
fear.
looking scary.
It's on top of Oz. Makes his attack.
With
He gets
disadvantage.
good. Thank you. 'Cause that was 17. Oh, that's outside the tray. Okay, so 13 plus 3, 16. Jeebus, that still doesn't hit you, does it?
16 does not hit.
You're fucking joke, man. All
I
right.
s- Like, I was
Move
not
on to
kidding when I said that
moment
I
the
could
DM
tank for this
regrets-
with the right spell.
7
That
and 6.
moment
It's
when the
almost
DM
like you
regrets
guys are
magic
like
items.
well suited
I
to
didn't-
fight the
I
undead.
didn't say I wanted to fight this guy. I said I didn't want to fight this guy right now. and then prepared, and here I am, ready to do the thing. And we're
One
doing
more
the thing.
zombie moving forward, and then 6. One more zombie out here. Zombie 6 chases down Jerk. Still alive and still kicking. He throws a mighty 9. What the motherfuck?
Mighty number 9?
No, a 6. Jesus H.
still.
Looked like a 6. It's a 3.
How does a zombie have a 30-foot?
20. Well, it's 20 foot. He's right here.
Yeah.
He's right here.
All right.
15 feet. He didn't even need to move his full motion to get you.
Huh. Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's your turn, buddy. That is the zombie who chases your turn, the one that you hate.
Well. what's
From
this?
your line of sight, too, you do see Godwald fending off a series of zombies
All right,
surrounding him.
I'm gonna use my movement, and then because I have to, for 5 feet, a dash to get here.
I mean, you could just like
Yeah.
stand here and heavy crossbow something.
Or I could get up here and get double damage because they're 5 feet away from you. Oh, that works with ranged attacks too, doesn't it?
So
The what now?
it does. So you still, if you were to only move 30 feet and use your action to use your crossbow, you still get sneak attack damage because your ranged attack character is near one of your allies.
It's
so
that
I'm
I'm
going
within
to
5 feet.
Right.
So I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage this asshole. I'm going to move to here, which is 30 feet, I believe. Let me double check.
Zombie just kind of
That's 20 feet,
limp
I guess.
wristedly flailing around. It's already messed.
Oh yeah, stairs. Forgot about stairs.
Well, they don't matter to me. Let me
Actually, they
Right.
don't matter to him.
They don't matter to me at all. All right.
Walls either, right? Like
Any
climbing is.
two stories.
Yeah.
And I can jump as as high as my dexterity modifier.
Which for normal people, jumping is like actually terrible, right? Because you really don't get that high or that far. If you think about how far you like tried to jump in high school and you ran to do a like long meter dash or something, it's terrible.
Yeah, I can jump.
mean,
Jerk.
I was number 1 in my school and could jump 16 feet 6 inches.
Wow. I'm proud of you.
I
I
can
was
hardly
too
believe-
busy wearing heels during gym class
Actually-
to ever actually
Did
do
you-
anything.
Did you do it while carrying 40 pounds worth of gear?
No.
Named a
No.
gnome.
All right, so who's hurt over here?
I mean, I can only jump like 6 feet forward.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry.
Already
121
talked about the
pounds. That's how
enemies.
much you're wearing, Taliesin.
Yeah, so because of my level, climbing no longer costs any extra movement, and when I make a running jump, the distance I cover increases by plus 4 feet.
So you're able to disengage from this zombie. It just flails about,
Okay.
unable to hit you. You do at this point see another one that is out at an angle from you here. It's
That's
been
fine.
walking around this way.
So I take aim at whichever one looks the most banged up, and I shoot a crossbow bolt at them.
I mean, they all look banged up. They're the undead corpses of previously living creatures.
Then
I
I
think,
mean,
use-
I think-
there's
wait,
the ones-
not- What do we have? We have dead mailman,
Candle
what was-
maker.
the candle maker, the baker, and the candlestick maker.
Is the cook still alive? I want to kill him.
Cook's
The
dead.
baker? No, a baker?
Oh wait, no, you're right. Baker's still alive.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get the baker.
Baker.
Vicious mockery him.
No, I'm gonna hit him with a crossbow. 14 plus
hits.
4.
Doesn't matter what it is, it hits. You rolled high, buddy.
D10 plus 4. All right.
Ooh.
13.
13 to the face. Bake me
All
a
right,
cake,
where are the-
bitch.
13 and 9.
22.
9
Oh.
seeming a little more. What?
I forgot to add my sneak attack damage.
Oh, yeah. What is that? Like
You've
a
been doing that all day.
2d6?
This is
Yes.
the first time I've had an opportunity to do sneak attack.
Yeah.
It
Because he's
is.
been outside.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Sneak attack is
2d6.
2d6.
So another 8 damage.
Huh?
No,
wait,
it's
wait, what just happened?
3
there?
damage.
So
So you
on,
got.
on my screen, I have one die that says 2 and one that says 6.
Yeah, that's what it shows on my screen as well.
Then why
Yeah.
the fuck does it say in the margin it's a 1 plus a 2?
I have no idea.
I'm going to say everybody else, anybody watching the stream, because that's the same thing I see as well.
I see, 2 and a 6. That's what I see. This system
I
Yeah.
also see that.
broke ass.
Yeah. All right. So we all see a 2 and a 6. So that's 8. On top of 9
Well, on
makes
top,
it
on top of
17.
13.
Oh, because it's 9 plus.
It was 9
Okay,
plus
I'm looking at the
14.
stream. Yeah, I'm looking at the stream, and he's clearly showing a 2 and a 6.
It's what I see as well. And that's what she sees as well. So we all see it, and we all see this other number in there, and that's kind of fucked.
Yeah, it is.
That's
I'm going.
Yeah, you-
I'm going with your on-screen dice.
and it's
So-
it's like physically impossible for a 6 to like be nudged into a 1.
Or
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, and none of
A
that
2
makes
could
any.
have- 2 could
Well,
have.
yeah, it's too good,
But
but
there's
the
already a
6 is
2
not
on
as like-
screen.
So it's 9 plus what plus 6 or plus 9. So no.
9, we'll do 9.
8,
It's
8 and 9 plus
13
what?
plus 8. 13 plus
Thank you.
8, 21.
Thank you.
One
21
shot.
damage to zombie 9. How do you kill this zombie?
From
Shoot.
a long way away.
Yeah, shoot him
Yeah.
they shoot him through his cake.
What?
Shoot him through his cake.
He's a baker.
Where is
Could
the
you
cake?
elaborate? No,
No.
elaborate. Tell me what body part the cake is.
Is he wearing a chef hat or like a baker's hat?
Yeah, and an apron.
Okay.
Where's the cake?
I guess it'd be his face because they call a mouth a cake hole.
All right, shoot a crossbow bolt right through his cake hole, right in the cake.
Right. In
That's
the
what we're
cake.
gonna call it. That's what we're gonna call it from now on. Right in the cake,
Right in the cake.
and it takes his zombie head off with him, and Zombie 9 falls.
I'm gonna take his hat when I get up there.
Yeah. All right. So the head came off, but the hat just like fell down on the ground as the body fell over.
Perfect. All right, that's my turn because I've got nothing left.
All
Bonus
right.
action? Dash?
I
He
already
used it to disengage
disengage.
from the other one, which was a good move. Worked out well. Also, fucked up. Roll D20.
Yeah, that was a weird thing that happened.
All right. So 4, 3,
all
and
know
2.
this.
You got a couple of zombie movements here. Oh man.
Clunk.
Zombie 2 is able to. Wait, but you took the disengage action, right?
And then attack.
No,
so it
I
would have
used-
had to
I
have been his
used-
bonus
No.
action.
I used the disengage bonus action as my bonus action before I moved.
Okay, so it's just that your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, so he's still able to move in and attack you then.
Yes.
So
If they'd taken the hide action.
4, 3, and 2. Oh wait, is that 4, 3, and 2? Yep, 4, 3, and 2. Zombie 2 strikes its disgustingly like sick arms at you with a 10. It is unable to do it. Just kind of like touches you, and it's gross as part of its skin falls off.
Ugh.
It's just able to move in close enough just to miss.
Come here.
4, 3, and 2. It's 2. 3 is dead. And I need to mark that on the spreadsheet. 3 is dead. 2. It's moved. 4. Where is 4? Way off in the distance somewhere, probably. All right. Taliesin, there's been some swarming of some zombies nearby your party member friend. You're staring down a long tunnel that seems to go into the earth and curve off to the left at about 80 feet. Maybe Sparkle Gem lets you know, like, hey, actually, it turns.
Yep.
What do you do? There's a zombie behind you.
Next time, lead with that.
I mean, I guess I should go back and help you guys. I kind of figured you would just run past them, but let's see here. I'll
I did disengage, so if you run, you'll take the attack of Ob, and I'll just be on top of you. Like,
Well, your movement to the other side of the horse doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, so.
right.
Oh yeah. So yeah, no, he can move and you're pretty good. Yep.
I'll charge over here and do the charging attack on him.
All right.
So
As their source of fear moves closer to them, and so this warhorse like leaps up to the top of this mound that like was covering this hole in the earth where they had initially like poured this dirt down over to the other side, easily making this 20 feet. Oh,
So
it's
that's
8 plus.
8 plus 6. So that'll hit.
That it? Seven? I mean, because now we're all
11.
like checking the numbers versus the number, right? We're all like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Come on, fuck that shit up, weird. So 11 damage to you. All right, nope. I'm moving you. Zombie 7. Couldn't see his name. One of the freshest looking zombies that you've ever seen. Seems like the least decayed and the at least there is like a recent
Rise.
graduate to life. Oh my gosh, how do you even like a
Resurrection.
reincarnation? A recent
New arrival.
resurrection? It's not really a resurrection. A recent.
Reanimation.
There you go. It seems to be
new-
the most reanimated skeleton you've ever seen.
would
but
just
you've
go with-
dealt
how about,
significant damage to it.
A new hire?
The hit means he needs to make a strength saving throw, right? Or no?
Yes.
When you said
How's it work?
fresh, I pictured a really, really well
Yeah.
dressed zombie.
Strength.
He's
check
gotta
of
beat a
14.
Yeah, strength check of 14.
Oh yeah, by fresh I meant like looks
Like-
good.
Yeah, that's what I pictured when you said a fresh zombie.
It's looking fresh.
Fresh
Yes,
to
to make a
death,
14.
baby.
Although that massive minotaur skeleton fell down, this creature on the other hand does not. It just takes the blows. They kind of
Disadvantage.
like your disadvantage for what?
Being within my line of
Your
sight because
line
I'm
of
on
sight,
top.
And he's
of-
the one that's afraid of you. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Good call. Thank you. Oh, I don't believe his 9 makes it, so you do knock him prone with the
All
availability
right,
of
so
your
then
next
I'm
attack.
gonna attack him again. That's 11.
Hits. So what was the first damage, or did you not roll it?
My first damage was
7?
It was 11
Plus-
damage.
11 damage on. He is little corner of him. 7. Okay, I did that. So that's 7 or that 11.
So then that's 12 damage.
As you crushed yet another undead creature on your hooves.
Just crushing him, man.
Just trampling the army of the undead here. They could have used you in last night's episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right.
Has everyone seen that? Can we talk
No.
about it?
Nope.
I haven't.
All right, fair.
Yep.
I am like 6 seasons behind. So
Wow.
That's a shame.
I don't watch it.
yeah. I mean, I read the books and I guess there's some things different in the series from the books as everything else. But
They
I
left
thought-
it a good minute
right,
ago.
and I fell in love with the character Jon Snow, like the actor, the way he's portrayed, everything. And knowing what had happened to him, I couldn't watch that like come to life on the screen, so I quit watching the series for a little while. And now that the series is caught up to where the books are, I'll start it again.
Oh, they're past it. Now you get to
Yeah,
watch.
they're past
like,
the books.
Oh, they are past the books now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been past the books for the past like 2 seasons.
Yeah, then I definitely need to catch up and actually start watching that.
Sure.
What?
Oh my gosh! Like the
I
whole
don't want
rest
to
of the
pay
world's
for
watching this thing.
HBO Go though. Like I don't want to
None
pay
of
for
us do.
HBO.
We all do. I mean, we all do.
I
by the
mean,
way.
can you get through 8 seasons of a show that are a 1-week free trial?
No, because a lot of the episodes are anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half long, and I do work 40 hours a week.
So
Okay.
And do you also
So-
sleep 40 hours a week?
12.
Minimal. I'm a very sleepy person. I don't know if you know this about me.
Nope. Didn't know that.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can ask
thank you.
Jared. I'll just like stay in bed and sleep for like 15 hours at a time.
Wait, whose turn is it?
Moves in. Sees several zombies. 13, 12, 11, and 10.
Oh my goodness, all the surrounding.
Oh, my mouse is like all sorts of weird.
So what are the chances if we call it now, we'll be able to remember what's happening?
Like,
Yeah,
is the horse?
You're-
Wait, so is
I
the horse
really
in
need
the,
to.
Is the horse
I
in
really
the
need to,
tunnel, or
like,
did it
take a
come back out
shower
of the
before I go to
tunnel
We're
bed.
out.
I need
Came back out of the tunnel.
to protect me? That's nice.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you. You're surrounded by zombies.
A lot of them are just not moving though.
Well, now there's a decent amount that are dead, but
I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah, I'm still technically
6,
surrounded.
7. I see 8 still alive on the screen.
He's
Yeah.
got 1, 2, 3,
9.
4 around him at the moment. Several affected by fear from Sparkle Gem.
Yep. Dead, 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 dead. So 1, 2,
Schoolboy.
Slow.
4.
Do you guys want to call it here?
Yeah,
We
I think
can.
I'm ready for
Whose
bed.
turn is it?
We just did Taliesin. I just ran through zombies 13, 12, 11, and 10. It'll be Godwald, Sima, 2 zombies, and Jerk. Do you want to try and squeeze in Godwald, Sima, 2 zombies, and Jerk?
I just say we start off with Godwall because that's a good start
Okay.
with the player. We can have a point of recap, even though not much happened.
Plenty happened.
So we got through what? How many rounds? 2 rounds? 3 rounds?
No, you guys went through way more.
Yeah,
than
we
that.
went more than that because everything's been feared for at least 3 or 4 rounds now.
yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
were a couple of rounds before I feared them. Oh my
I mean,
goodness,
there's a
I'm
lot
going-
of these creatures, but you guys have been taking care of them pretty handily.
I think we did
You're
well.
well equipped to handle the undead, it seems.
It's easy when you're a big horse that gets double damage on their biggest monster.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking great. Like, that was awesome.
That was
like,
good, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to next week.
Agreed.
Say goodnight, internet.
Good night,
Night.
Internet.
Good night,
Bye.
internet.